Yeah, I was gonna say you literally caught me like after I had already pressed the button.
That's cool. No big deal.
So after stream, you can let me know.
Yeah.
No.
Then
I can't, I,
you can say everything you want about the Dutch. You don't have to hold back.
I'm not gonna play that long either. I have to, due to my job change, I have to get up really early now.
That sucks.
Are you also working at that Publix place?
No, I'm working at the warehouse for my company, but the hours there are like 8 to 5.
Oh damn.
Yeah, because it's a warehouse. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a little further away too, so I have to get up earlier just to drive over there. So I've been getting up at like 6:30.
No, sir. No human should be up that early.
Well, it's either that or jobless, so I'll take that.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like when I had to work the 5 a.m. shifts at my job. Like, I had to be there at 5 a.m.
Also, very physical manual work, so it sucks. Rather not do something like that at that point in my life. I've moved past all that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what all of this has brought us to, unfortunately.
So do I do Palomu? I can't say that word.
Palomu?
Palo, no, there's only one.
Palumu. Like P-A-O? Pow?
Paolumu.
There you go, Paolumu. So like wham bam pow lumu. Paolumu.
Do I do Paolumu or Swinging Rajang?
I like Paolumu better because it it floats near your head. But I mean,
say
Rajang is cute.
But Rajang is going to be draped with the weapon, right? That's not up near my head.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it still hangs off, yeah.
Yeah, it seems boring. I'd rather have this guy float around my head. Now, do I go Nightshade or regular?
Nightshade.
Pisses me off. I like the white one better. Nightshade.
I'm not racist, so I like the black one.
Well, the black one puts me to sleep.
Wow, so racist.
Well, you know. Oh, I should probably pull up the stream so I can monitor chat as well.
Well, mine pulls up chat on the right-hand side, but yeah. So, yeah, I'm playing One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4.
Okay.
Because I'm currently trying to platinum trophy it.
That's what I was doing. I made a new... I decided to try to build a couple elemental lance sets a while back, so I have an ice set that I was farting around with. Which, I don't think I got to take it to a hunt, but assuming the monster's weak to ice, I'm doing anywhere from 80 to 120 per poke.
Nice. I need to finish off my elemental lances.
And to be clear,
but now all of my elemental lances are what, like Shara?
Yeah. The only reason why this one is strong is because I'm using my Silver Rathalos armor, so I had to get to the point where I could fight and beat Silver Rathalos like a dozen times. So this took a while.
You know, like whenever I buy a Dynasty Warriors style game, I always remember why I don't buy a ton of Dynasty Warriors style games. Because they are very repetitive. Like,
yeah. The only one I ever really got into was Hyrule Warriors, and when that game came out, I was living on my own in my first apartment, and I kind of just had like a 12-pack of Dos Equis, and I sort of just caught a buzz and just mashed buttons for a couple hours.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors was fun, and then I'm like, do I want to redo all of that crap on the Switch? Like,
I did most of it. I redid a lot of... Well, I didn't say most, because there's so much content. I did a lot of it.
Yeah.
If it had multiplayer online, I would help you with that. You could probably do that.
Because, I mean, that's the whole thing, is it's like, with Dynasty Warriors style games, it's very much, like, even though there's a lot of content, there's a lot of the same content. like at the end of the day, you're still just going around capturing territories and beating up thousands of nameless enemies.
Yeah, really, you just find like the most efficient routes and just go from there. And even like sometimes there's some variety and like some weapons really stand out, and but some of them are too unique. Like in Hyrule Warriors, the Great Fairy, there's no other fighter that plays like her, but God, is she useless.
Yeah.
Like those attacks miss everything unless there's a large group, and once you start whittling things down after a while, it's just annoying.
See, one of my issues with this one is that they decided to, like in previous games, because this is the 4th of the Pirate Warriors franchise, and like previously you would kind of level up your character by playing, like, you know, experience meters and all that. And then you would also have something called coins that you get from battles. Like, you know, you beat this character, you get their coin. Or, you know, X amount of their coin. And you use those coins in order to level up, like to get extra stat boosts. This game they were like, oh no, we're just gonna have you get it from the extra stat boosts. There's no actual levels for the characters anymore. And the other thing they did was make it cost the in-game currency as well as those coins. Which makes it really, really tedious to level up characters. Because now I have to grind out everything.
Yeah.
And there's...
It's a good podcast game, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like last night I was just talking to like Julian and Jacques for like 2 hours while playing. And just grinding through. Because where I'm at in this game, I've beaten the main story. And then now I'm currently doing something called Treasure Battles, or Treasure Log. Which is just a bunch of extra missions. Where you can play as whatever character you want, and you're teamed up with random characters. Because you also have to build relationships with characters.
It's like free mode, but with goals?
Yeah. And one of the trophies I need, there's 3 levels of the treasure log, and that it's got set difficulty for each one. Like it goes up in difficulty as you go along, and I have to beat the 3rd level, the hardest level, in order to get the trophy. And that's going to be the hardest trophy of the game. Everything else is piss easy. Like to the point where by beating the plot, I ended up with 58% of the trophies of this game.
That seems about right.
So, yeah, the first battle of the game, I actually got like 20% of the trophies.
Oh look, there's Julian. Hey guys, I'll be late because my cashiers didn't do their only closing job and have to deal with it. Alright, Julian.
That sucks,
See you
but
soon.
it is what it is, especially where you work.
It is what it is.
Let me tell you, they're a hot mess. I went in there today just to grab some freaking mushrooms. And the lines were all the way through the store. And I couldn't figure out why, because I know obviously with the... We haven't gone into shutdown, but our county has the social distancing order. So I'm like, alright, well that's one thing, but it took me forever to get into the store, so I was worried. And then when I get in there, the lines are all the way through the store, and there's no freaking employees.
Well, the problem they're having, I think, is that a lot of the employees aren't wanting to show up.
I think it's that, plus they cut back, or something. There was like no employees there.
I mean, with that company, I can believe almost anything. Like, that they're trying to maximize their profits. Or I could also believe that a lot of people were just like, nah, I ain't risking it. And just weren't going into work.
I
Publix
think they'd be
is
hiring like
putting
crazy.
they're for stalkers, but it's, I don't know, I don't get it. Publix is putting up, what is it called? Plexiglass.
Yeah,
around
the
their
cashiers.
now.
Walmart is too.
Protect their employees. Which is good on them, because they have to stay open, so why not?
Yeah. Oh, one thing I should also mention right now, I am going for S ranks currently in these missions as well. Until I get 10 more S ranks. Once I get 10 more S ranks, I don't give a crap. I'm just going to complete the mission as fast as possible. Because one of the character unlock requirements is 30 S ranks. There you go, Julian answered. They gave all associates an option to take a leave of absence for 2 weeks if anyone doesn't feel safe.
There you go.
So there's why. A lot of people are taking the option. I mean, I can't blame them. I probably would take the option as well, since one of the people in my household is an at-risk person, so it's like, yeah, I mean...
I should probably post it in my Discord, but just apropos of nothing, Monster Hunter YouTube has been putting out these little 30-second like highlights of different weapons, just for fun, I guess. But they did one for Lance, and it's actually pretty competent. It shows a good combo. It shows how to utilize the tackle. It shows how to utilize the counter clutch. It shows how to use the power guard. It's just, in 30 seconds, it does a lot of good Lance moves.
That's pretty cool.
Post it if anybody's interested.
I want the fish twin blades.
Yeah. Those should be coming out April 10th? I think whenever the new festival comes out.
Like, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. What was the other novelty? There was another novelty weapon. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know, I
you can
remember
get
the
little,
fish ones.
You can get the little armor with the little thing sitting on your head.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, I might as well go for the novelty ones. I like the layered armor weapon, or the layered weapons, but I'm not a huge fan of, like, I don't know, some of them just don't look as cool as others.
No, not that far.
Like, I can't really make a cool lance out of certain parts.
I like that it's there for everybody that likes them, because I think Julian, when he booted up Iceborne, he saw that they had like the, or somebody I was playing with saw that the CZ Yaku layered armor, and I think that armor looks kind of stupid.
Oh,
but they
I love the
loved
layered armor, but the layered weapons, like.
Oh, and well, it's sort of like a lot of people are taking but that's sort of what I'm leading to, which is like there are some weapons I think are dumb, but I'm sure there are people out there that love it.
And that could be. I mean.
If I can't even be bothered to get the materials for the augments that I need, like I'm not gonna worry too much about the materials for the layered armor just yet.
Like,
oh, somebody's fighting yes.
Yeah, there's definitely some layered armors I'm gonna be going for eventually, but they're after I get actual reasonable builds going. Like, I gotta have my priorities. Man, I need to kill a lot more enemies in this game right now. And a lot more nameless people.
There it is. Somebody's fighting a raging Brachydios, and I'm going to join them, but with my healer class.
Nah, join in full DPS. Tank that thing.
Somebody's name is oh, I posted it in the Discord, but I saw somebody with a hilarious name, but I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna dig through it.
Oh, and Bobby, for Animal Crossing for time travel, there is no downside. You can still do the events. It's inconvenient, but because all the event checks is that you are on the correct day, like that the date and time is correct, so you can just put it back in time to the correct day and do the event just fine.
Lame.
This dude's name that I played with, his name is Mashlong Herden.
Probably should get that checked out.
M apostrophe Chlong and then Herden.
Yeah, but then again, if you are fucking Brachydios, I can see why it would be hurting.
Yeah, there was that one. There was a Japanese player who, like, in katakana wrote his name as Kanye West. There was the one I saw when I was with you, Scott, where his name was Tonkatsu or something like that, or
Yeah.
Katsudon. Um, some people have some really clever names. A lot of them are like Shadow X, with like weird symbols on both ends, but whatever.
There is one game I've thought about picking back up recently. But I'm debating whether to just begin anew or try and go through the long, tedious process of recovering my character. Since they made it so inconvenient. And that's Final Fantasy 14.
Oh yeah, didn't you have a bunch of trouble trying to
Yeah,
find
I
your
still
character?
can't,
Oh, don't die. Don't
there's
die.
all
I got you.
kinds of crap with that, with recovering that character.
I was playing it earlier, just getting through the Thaumaturge line, like,
So,
just to get into level 15.
yeah, so I was debating
play
whether
it, we could all
just,
play
like,
together.
playing from the beginning. Like, just starting up a new character and just being like, screw it. Because I know there's a lot of servers now where you'll gain extra experience and all that.
That's where I am.
And it's not like I was that far. I mean, I was a ways. I had, like, airship, you know, could do airships and all that. But it wasn't like I was, like, you know, near end game or even probably halfway through just the base game.
Yeah, when I restarted last June, I restarted, and my previous character was like at most a level 40 bard.
Yeah.
Now I'm way farther than I ever was before, so I
Yeah.
don't think I'd ever want to give up this character. But if you were around that area, I can tell you from personal experience, you can start over. They give you a
So,
lot
I
of
mean,
stuff.
Bobby would be able to tell me more of how, because I can mention, like, where I was at. It was, I had just gotten, like, the second job class or whatever, so that you can get your, like, quote-unquote dream job class or whatever from the beginning.
Yeah, you're not far at all.
I figured that's probably not even the halfway point.
No, not even close.
So,
Yeah.
So starting over will not be painful at all.
I mean, it will
And-
kind of suck because I had a lot of cosmetic crap.
That,
Like,
please.
I had a lot of the things like followers and things like that.
Don't worry, I can give you a lot of really cute items, right, Bobby?
Yeah, pink.
I mean, my character's
Man.
female, so...
That
Lots of pink vests.
I gave Julian a very funny, like, fluffy pink sweater or something. It made me, when he put it on, it made me laugh so hard.
Now
I
they got
wasn't
rid of needing
expecting
2
it.
classes for stuff.
was a-
Like, God,
that
things
was a
have
good
changed a
move.
lot. But yeah, I may pick that up. How much is it a month or whatever nowadays?
Well, if you do one
12.
character, it's, yeah, 12.
12
Okay.
month. I mean, between me, Omni, and Julian, like, we'll do things together, and we can get you leveled up real quick. Especially if we do random roulettes. Oh man, you get tons of EXP.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing is, like, a lot of people I know are now playing it, so it's kind of like, alright. I might give it a shot again. And I have everything except Shadowbringers. I have all of the other DLCs. It's on sale right now, so I might,
Yeah.
like, it's on sale I think till the end of April on PSN. So what I might do is play with you all and see, like, how much I like it again. Like, give it a 1-month trial run, and then if I'm really enjoying it, be like, screw it, I'll pick up Shadowbringers while it's on sale. Because I think the collector's edition of Shadowbringers right now is $37.
Yeah, I bought it. That's the one that I bought last night. It was about 30, yeah, with tax, depending on your state, 30, anywhere from 37 to 40.
Yeah, whereas the normal version's I think like 24, 25.
And with Shadowbringers, you get all the other DLC anyway.
Oh, I've bought it literally because Walmart kept clearancing the physical discs of it. So I'd buy them for like $5 each whenever I saw them. I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't have Heaven's Sword yet.
Pretty good.
Like, or what was the other one? Because it was Heaven's Sword and I don't remember the other one.
I don't remember either.
Like they're way back in my collection.
It's a Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringer.
Stormblood. Yeah, that was the other one.
I think Stormblood had a really cool CG intro with like the red mage or like the monk or something on that waterfall.
It's the monk and the red mage.
Yeah. I thought that was a really cool intro.
But yeah,
Stormblood was good.
I figure Final Fantasy XIV will also help give me something else to do during this whole quarantine. Like another way to be social with people.
There's a lot of content, I'll tell you what.
Well, yeah. I mean, granted, I already have a huge backlog of things that I could be playing. But I want more social games to play with people during everything.
Right,
and currently, all I have is
Pendant?
Iceborne.
In your...
Julian said it was a monk versus monk on a cliff.
Whatever it was. It was cool.
And Julian's like the wisdom person of FF14, so...
I want this thing to die.
Die, you stupid giraffe.
So bad. No, get out of here.
Alright, cool. Killed that giraffe. This game's also probably very confusing to anyone that hasn't watched One Piece. But, which, if anyone likes Dynasty Warriors style games and has ever wanted to get into the One Piece anime, this is how you do it. This game right here. It summarizes the entire plot, like, super quickly. You could watch 900 and something episodes, or you can play this game for a few hours. Same experience.
Please don't die, Wilson. Please don't die, Wilson.
Although this game does take liberties on the final story, like the final arc of the game, because that part isn't finished in the manga, so it had to come up with an ending.
The manga is still going, right?
Oh yeah, it is close to the end, like of the actual series. He stated that he's about 80% done. No, Oda Sensei.
No, I was just making. That's another name from a different thing. So
yes, that is Naruto. But yeah, so I mean, it is mostly done. I think he said he was aiming for like 120 volumes.
That's a lot of volumes.
I mean, they're on like 96 in the US right now, so. And I've paid almost $10 a volume for every volume.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Comixology is where I buy a lot of my manga, and where is my cool drink? Fuck, did I get rid of it? Shit. Alright, we're fine, we're cool. Who's panicking? Not me. Couldn't be me. We're totally fine.
Yeah, why would you be panicking?
In the lava section.
But no, if anyone actually... okay, go ahead and finish.
I'm sorry. I buy a lot of my manga Comixology. A lot of it is $5 when it's on sale. Even then, like for 100 volumes, that's a lot of money. Oh
yeah. Granted, a lot of mine I did not pay $10 for because when Shonen Jump first started putting out mangas in the US, they were only $8, and then they increased them in price. And then the other thing is, like, Borders was a thing back in the day, like as a bookstore, and they would give out a 50% off coupon almost weekly. So every week I would go and buy one for $5. So, but if anyone does actually want to get into One Piece and give it a shot, the the Shonen Jump app is $2 a month, and the entire manga is on there for free. If you pay the $2 a month. So, along with all of the other Viz mangas that are on there. Like all of Naruto, if anyone wants to read Naruto as well, all of that's on there. All of Bleach is on there. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, if anyone cares. The first 3 seasons of that's on there. So there's a lot of really good manga on there for $2 a month. Highly worth checking out. Especially during this quarantine time. Like, do some reading.
Yes. Sorry.
I cannot find how to equip a pendant.
Oh, in this, either in the smithy or your chest, there's a thing that says like weapon pendants. When I'm out of it, I'll try to find it, and then you just choose your weapon, and I'll let you choose your pendant from there.
Pendant settings. It's from the chest. Got it.
Okay.
Boom. Die, enemy.
Perfect.
You don't belong in this world.
Ooh. I got a trophy for that too.
Oh, for equipping your first pendant?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's awesome. He's huge. He follows you. Alright, that's awesome.
For $1, that's not bad.
That is so cool. This is great.
Here comes the Mudas.
Muda. If you ever want to know what Muda is about, the Viz Manga app. $2 a month. Go read JoJo. You've got 30 days of quarantine. Have fun. Okay, cool. This character is not going to be the one that finishes the map. Awesome. That's what I needed to know.
Oh, neat. Somebody put it to sleep. Please don't wake it up.
Oh, I need to recapture these areas. I must have control of the entire field.
Says sup.
Hey, sup? How's Animal Crossing? Interesting. Like, it's definitely you play it for an hour or 2 a day, and that's it. And then you let it, like, leave it be. It's definitely not a game you're gonna binge. Like, you might at the beginning to, like, actually be able to get things. But currently at this point, I can't get enough bells every day in order to, like, pay off expansions and things like that. So, like, right now, I just kind of wake up, go check both Able Sisters shop and Nook shop, and then, like, maybe catch a few fish, and then that's about it. Like, sell some stuff, maybe put some money on my loan, or one of my projects around the town, and that's it. Deciding between it and Doom, it depends on what you're looking for. Like, if you're looking for something for the long run, Animal Crossing. If you're looking for something, like, to really just sit down, binge, and enjoy, definitely go with Doom. Especially if you like the other Doom. Because Animal Crossing will still be there for you later. Then again, so will Doom, so...
Animal Crossing is a progression-only game. Played over time.
If I could go back and do it again, I probably would have picked up Eternal. But that's me. Everybody, if you're in my Discord, you already know a lot of the feelings I have about Animal Crossing.
I mean, my thing is, I'm probably gonna end up, like, doing time travel at this point.
Oh, we got it.
I mean, that's what I've done every other Animal Crossing game, and it just feels weird not with this one.
Let's do a fun sticker.
Mass Effect of Doom, so I might just get that and then pick up Animal Crossing when the price eventually goes down. I don't know if Animal Crossing's price will actually go down. Like, Nintendo games don't like going
It's
on
down
sale.
already.
Like first party Nintendo games don't like going on sale.
It's down to 50 already.
Where?
Thou shall not be named.
KB Toys?
No. The evil empire.
Target?
No.
Walmart?
Fine.
I do
No.
everything digitally. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm very confused.
A
You know,
company we must not support.
Omni did a
Amazon?
good rant, a good amount
Yes,
during
that
last
one.
week's
Okay,
stream.
Amazon. Durant, a good amount during. Oh yeah, sorry. I got so
And
angry
then,
at my internet cut
again,
out.
right now, I can't pick up a physical copy of either. And I like physical copies. That's what sucks, like, is that you can't really pick up physical copies currently. Unless, I guess, if you go to Target or Walmart. I mean, they're quote-unquote essential right now. So they're still open. So as long as you feel comfortable leaving the house.
Even Best Buy does, like, because I pre-ordered the Xenoblade remake on
Is that
Switch. No, I wish.
Okay,
man.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god. But I wanted that special edition because I've gotten each one of those special editions. And I found it at Best Buy, and I got an email saying, you know, it's not ready yet, but whenever you come pick it up, know that our things has changed, and you just pick it up at the door.
Yeah,
so
and
if you order it online.
GameStop was doing the
They don't
same.
even let you do that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do that anymore.
I went there today to pick up my pre-order for Rise of Skywalker because I got the Steel book. So what they do is they revamped their online pickup system, obviously to accommodate the current needs, because their entire company switched to this process now. So they don't even let you go near the door. They yell at you. You have to park, and they have their parking lots set up as a big pickup area. Each parking spot is labeled. And what the app tells you to do is it says, when you're here, check in. And then it's got a text box, and it says, please tell us the spot you parked in and describe your vehicle. And you check in. I think I waited maybe 3 or 4 minutes because they were helping other people. As soon as, you get thrown into a queue line. So, and the guys just, the employees are just running in and out, dropping things to people's cars. So he walked up to me, he's like, he walked straight to me, and he's like, what'd you order? I was like, Rise of Skywalker. And he's like, he handed me the bag, and then that was it. He didn't scan anything, did nothing, just gave me the bag.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So it was very simple. Didn't have to get out of the car. As people were walking up there, they just kept yelling at people, like, that's a big deal, they don't want anybody out of their car.
It's so funny to me hearing that, because it sounds like we're going back to having car hops, which was something in the early 1900s. In the early 1900s is when we had the Great Depression, and the 1920s, and the 2020s. Like, it's all cyclical, and it's all very fun for commentary. Although it sucks to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, how's everyone's quarantine life going?
Mine is going pretty well. I'm lucky that I'm with Home Depot for the moment, but I just work from home. Otherwise, I'm fine. I take care of my nephew and my mom.
I mean, mine's okay currently. Like, I'm actually getting a paycheck now, and like, that's nice. And my parents are able to work from home, so currently. So that's good while it lasts. Other than that, I'm just kind of like sitting around playing different video games.
I am not sick at all, so I'm not quarantined. And I'm still working because it's labeled essential.
For anybody that plays Monster Hunter, I'm finally taking a look at the new Brachydios armor, and for 2 pieces, you get the Agitator secret. And if you max out Agitator,
That's pretty good.
then when it goes up to level 7 now, and with that, if you get a red eye on the monster, then your affinity increases by 20%, and you get an extra 28 attack immediately as long as it's angry, which is a wild buff.
Yeah, I know Agitator's always been like a very speedrunny ability.
Yeah, and for only 2 pieces to cost you that, like even
Yeah,
those
that's actually
two
really
plus the
good.
2 Nergi, like because Nergi gives you health regen or a bunch of other 2-piece sets. Like it's a really awesome skill.
Yeah, you could even take a really nice 3-piece set to go with it.
Even the legs are 4 slot and 2 1 slots, so it comes with 2 levels of weakness exploit. So that's immediately if it's agitated and a weak spot, that's immediately 40% affinity. Like right off the bat, it's wild. And that's no cost to gems. You just have to have full. Just have the 2-piece with max agitator.
Yeah, with a full agitator.
Yeah. Interesting. I still need pieces though, so I gotta fight it a couple more times. But get away from me, Poogie! God damn it! It'll be next to my feet when I'm trying to activate my chest or something, and so it's like, do you want to pet me? No.
No.
Never.
Why would you want to pet Poogie?
Oh. The only reason I even keep it around at this point is because I put it in the Dodogama costume. With the Dodogama costume, it's tolerable, but I need you to leave me alone.
Oh, you haven't been to my town in a while, have you? In Animal Crossing?
Not since I left that
My
message.
town in Animal Crossing, my town flag right now is Dodogama.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
Although I could make it smut if I wanted to.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I have a bunch of those designs now. But all custom made.
That would be weird if they were unlocks.
Well, Happy Home Designer, like they had it where you could go visit people's areas or whatever, and like there was a bunch of smut all over there, and no one ever reported them. Like any of them. It was great. Like I found it hilarious that like no one's reporting any of this.
We're all expecting, like, and nobody reported it. It's so terrible that they let these things continue. No, he says, and it was great.
I found it hilarious.
I knew what I was getting when I started that store that adventure with Scott. I knew exactly where this was going. He has a brand, and it might not be holy, but god damn it, I respect the dedication.
Well, like I told him a week or 2 ago, I was like, how long till your town is labeled in Isabel Smut? And he's like, no.
There's still no Isabel Smut, so... Hey, Alex. Just in case you're wondering. Like, none of the smut is Isabel.
Yet.
Although I have to question Isabel when she's doing her morning, like, announcements with a glass of whiskey next to her.
Yep. She has a drink with ice in it, and it's clearly not water.
No, in the Japanese version, apparently it is actually whiskey.
Is it?
That's what everyone was talking about
tea.
when they first announced it, because like the US one called it vacation juice.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And the Japanese was like, no, it's called whiskey in Japanese, like because Nintendo Japan doesn't really care about that. Like
some of the conversations I've seen on like TikTok, like these Animal Crossing people are wildin', man. Like they say the rudest stuff to each other.
That's funny, yeah.
There you are. Okay, it's time to die, Dodogama.
Yeah, because I think even the when they introduced vacation juice with Isabel, like she actually was like drunkenly walking around too, like clearly tipsy.
Oh, Isabel, you
and they're like, no, it's vacation juice in English. Like, well, I mean,
at least make it, if it's gonna be vacation juice, at least let it be rum. I want to see her with like an umbrella drink.
No, she drinks just whiskey straight with just some ice.
On the Rizzity rocks.
So what would drop a Rathian plus wing?
Rathian? High rank? I mean, am I wrong?
Am I wrong? Are you gonna sit there and tell me that I'm wrong? Did you ever watch that clip that I posted? the Wicked Witch of the East. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. She's a princess. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong? No? Nothing?
No.
So good.
I agree.
Is
Water
it winged
eggs suck.
or
Oh.
winged talon?
Oh, I said that wrong.
I just
Webbing,
heard plus.
sorry. I
Like-
apologize.
Brethian?
Webbing
You
is,
know
I
what?
think, master rank.
Let's see here. I gotta get the right thing because I might be saying it wrong. It is. What?
Is it
I'm
I'm
winged
all
talon?
wrong.
I just
On the
know
wiki
whenever I hear
now.
plus, it's pretty much always high rank. Like, that's
Yeah.
like the kind of tell for high rank. Is that it's the same as low rank, just plus.
Hang on.
Unless it's a variant. Like,
I could
unless
use
it's
some
pink
vacation
or
juice right
gold.
about now. Well, you should have bought some.
Okay, it is.
Or you can be like Jock and go and do beer runs during the quarantine.
Rathian Webbing. Sorry, I had it way wrong.
Yeah, I think
Just
that's
regular?
master rank.
Yeah, it's just Rathian Webbing. That's it.
Well,
Because I don't think the webbing was in low rank.
I think you're thinking of weave, Scott. The Rathian weave is master rank.
Oh,
The
okay,
webbing
I could
is
be.
actually, yeah, it's low and high, but it's only on high rank if you break wings. So if you just go fight some low rank Rathians, you could probably get some.
Yeah, which you should be able to murder at this point.
Just take some flash pods.
Cool.
That reminds me, we haven't seen the two gay characters in this game yet.
There's only two? Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
fight
there's
this.
only two. One's named Bon Clay, and the other is Ivankov. Who Ivankov is
Oh.
based off of what's the character's name in Rocky Horror Picture Show, the transvestite.
Oh, Dr. Frankenfinkel or something like that?
Yeah, he's based off that. And his ability is to change genders of characters.
Also, I thought we were still talking about Animal
Oh,
Crossing.
no. No,
Yeah.
how about One Piece? Because their Japanese voice actors are just absolutely hilarious.
Well, and then also they say like there's got to be more than two gay people in Animal Crossing. Like, there's no way.
Also, one of the gay characters in One Piece led to one of my favorite lines that the Japanese uses that the English didn't use. Because when they first catch Bon Clay, who's the other gay character, they pull him up, and he looks like super flaming. And in the Japanese, Luffy just goes, "Oh look, I caught a gay person." The English is just like, "I caught a weirdo."
That's what I yell when I'm on Rainy Street here in Austin.
Like, it's just like, no, I caught a gay person.
Or not Rainy Street, 4th Street. 4th Street is where all the gay clubs are in Austin. FYI.
Julian.
Heavy pours.
Julian's like taking notes real quick.
Rainy Street is like where a bunch of great restaurants are. 4th Street is where all the gay clubs are.
Calling him a weirdo instead is kind of even more offensive. Yeah, it really actually is. Like, it's accidentally more offensive. But no, Bon Clay, they also have the New Kama Way is the name of their fighting style. Which I'm guessing, yeah, or Okama Way. And in English they changed it to O Come My
Spanish,
Way.
that means in Spanish, that means the fucking bed. Okama way.
Which makes it even more hilarious. But yeah, what's fun is the two gay characters are actually the only characters that can like basically transform gender. Because one can basically turn into any other character, and the other one literally gender bends anyone. And can also heal you, but you know, they can also gender bend. So I should probably explain about that in this game. Like, most characters have abilities by eating something called devil fruits. Which means you lose the ability to swim, but you gain the ability of different powers based on whatever the fruit was. Like Luffy, the main character, turns to rubber.
Yeah, I know he's like a bubblegum dude or something like that.
Well, he turns to rubber. There's a dude that turns into mochi. So he also has stretchy abilities. Then...
I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. There's a character that's literal fire. There's a character made of lightning. There's sand.
No!
Smoke.
Stop it. Stop. He's not
Which,
okay.
Smoker was the most fun for the 4Kids dub. Because his ability is to turn into smoke. So he has these two giant cigars in his mouth at all times. And 4Kids couldn't let some character have smoke, so you have to just remove those, like airbrush them out. And his mouth just stayed open. Like, it was great. Yes, Alpha. Ivankov is the one based off of Tim Curry and Frankenfurter. That was the name of the character.
There you go. What I said, Frankenfinkel. I was.
Yeah, you were close. But yes, yeah, Ivankov is based off of that. Which I can show Ivankov on stream. I haven't unlocked him yet, but...
You're gonna show Ivankov? I haven't been to that Russian website yet.
Ivankov? Oh yeah, that's right. Smoker, they also changed his name to Chaser in the 4Kids dub. Because you couldn't have a character named Chaser, or Smoker. And they also, Sanji smokes a cigarette, and they changed that to a lollipop. Never saw that movie, but it's on your list. Alpha, if you're gonna see that movie, see it in theaters, like when they do the special showings with all the fans. That's gonna be the best way to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. Because it's not so much a movie as, like, an experience.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I saw that movie when I was way too young, and it messed me up.
No.
Oh, God.
Like, there was one movie that I used to watch all the time as a kid and didn't realize, like, that was not an appropriate movie for children.
Yeah.
But my mom loved it. It was Grease.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
But my mom loved that movie. So we were always watching it, and she would just change the lyrics of the songs.
Like, for better or worse, I'm pretty sure I have a stalking fetish because of, like, Horror Picture Show. Like, I should not have been watching that when I was, like, 9.
I don't know. Did you develop a transsexual fetish too?
Oh, enough to, like, question myself.
I mean, you know.
Son of a bitch!
Maybe it just awakened a thing. Oh, crap. Killing the wrong character. Don't want to kill you yet.
Man, this Tigrex is... Oh, because I have...
You know what? I think I've got enough of the S rank. Die Usopp. All guns were super soakers in the 4Kids. No, one of the guns was a, what was that, a plunger gun, and the plungers had poison on them. Because they couldn't have characters getting impaled by spikes. like, 4Kids trying to do One Piece, in my opinion, was like Funimation trying to do interspecies reviewers. Like, they got too far in before they realized, like, this is not gonna work for us. Like, this is not what we thought it was going into it. I mean, because they had only really done, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and things where it was like, oh, yeah, the little bit of violence you could kind of easily edit out or just not show. And then you get to One Piece and it's like, no, the violence is just integral. Like, it's a
very Japanese.
It'd be like Dragon Ball Z with no violence. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, interspecies reviewers without being, you know, smut. Just doesn't happen.
It is the most assuredly smut.
Yosh Yarika?
Alright, you guys want to know a trick about Dodogama?
Hmm.
When it eats its rock, it gets these very powerful explosive moves. But if you whack it in its face long enough, you will blow up the rock in its mouth and do massive damage and knock it over.
That's cool.
Which I've done now twice.
Oh, for anyone wondering, here's Ivankov. This is the character that based off Rocky Horror Picture Show. And also, yes, his head is freaking huge.
Yeah, it looks outrageous.
But his power is like, he can gender bend characters. His power is technically the power of her hormones. So he can also heal you by causing your life energy or whatever to activate. But it also, you know, heals you now and will kill you later.
I think we're going to catch you. There you go.
Die, enemies.
Nitro Shroom.
Oh god, I hear Pika speaking.
Excuse me.
Let's see, Katakuri and Kuzan appeared. Man, Kuzan's annoying. I don't like him.
Also, this Ice Knight's pretty good. On a 2-star weakness to ice, it does anywhere between 60 and 100.
It's actually really good.
Bad. Yeah.
Do you have like the what is it, ice attack up as well with it?
Not fully. A lot of the elemental damage comes from the armor set because it's true critical element. So on critical hits, it gives you a massive bonus to your hits. So
yeah, and
again,
then you just increase your
yeah, in my opinion, it's a just reward for having to get to and successfully defeat Silver Rathalos many times. So
yeah,
now that I have it, I'm gonna use it. Otherwise, if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, 2 pieces of the Volcana armor gives you regular critical element. And it's a fine substitute for most of the game.
At least until you get this, you know, until you can reliably take on Silver Rathalos.
Yeah, and you can have a much more comfy build. So you can add stuff like earplugs or higher health or things like that on the Volcana set.
No, I don't want to kill Kuzan. I want to kill Katakuri. Fuckers. I'm trying to build up friendships with characters.
Die for my friendship! That's what I'm hearing you say.
Well, no, well, I mean, you kill other people, and then, like, the people that are on your side. Wait. Alpha says, holy shit, someone's shooting automatic guns outside my house just now? That's not good.
Oh, are you okay, Alpha? Do you need to...
Like, do you need to call the police? Yeah, like, that is, unless you live out in, like, in a very wooded rural area, Like, that is probably something to worry about, especially an automatic gun.
Yeah.
Oh, the cops,
Keep
yeah.
us posted if you can.
Like,
But
stay
be
safe.
safe. Stay low.
Yeah. Like, watch us literally on the floor.
That
I don't know where they went to. Like,
Julian says,
that's
"Oh,
not good.
Tennessee."
Like, that's something I expect from Texas.
You're not wrong. I grew up in a ghetto. Well, ghetto's a strong. I didn't grow up in the. Well, projects is a strong. I grew up real poor, and you learn to sort of deal with those things.
I mean, I grew up near one, but
in our apartments, we have like these giant windows, right? So you know how usually your window starts waist high, and you like lift it up to open your window. Ours, the windows were about like 6.5 feet in length, and they started like 4 inches from the ground. So like, if something was coming through, like that window, there was nothing underneath the window to protect you. Like you just had to get out of the way.
I think I'm good, but that was some shit. Yeah. It reminds me when I was at McDonald's and working, and like people started shooting out in front. But that was a whole.
And was that also in Florida?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, like basically the people had stolen this guy's truck, so he hopped in his car and chased them, and then he ended up like doing a pit maneuver on them, and then like in front of our McDonald's, and then started shooting at them as they ran out of the car.
Yikes.
Like our drive-through the drive-through menu still has a bullet hole in it to this day. I mean, but then again, I ran outside like a moron, so.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
I'm like, was that gunshots? Let me go outside and investigate.
Yeah, the white people who do things they're not supposed to during a violent situation stereotype is alive and true.
Yeah. I mean, I was seeing if anyone was hurt. Hope my neighbors are okay. Sorry I sound like I'm freaking out. My adrenaline just shot up. Yeah. I understand the situation.
Yeah. That happens to me if I have anything hotter than the mild sauce at Taco Bell. I just can't handle it.
That's a fair thing.
Oh my god.
He's got the stomach of a white person.
Yeah. Oof, man. It's just too much for my taste buds. So much flavor. See
Here
y'all
are the
later.
cops.
Bye, Alpha.
Yeah, if you need to talk to the cops, go ahead and see y'all later. Gotta talk to them. Yeah, keep us informed after you get back. Like after you talk to them. Yes, rank. Yay. I needed to capture more territories.
Territory?
Because you get more friendship if the more territory you have captured at the end.
Fire. Yep, sure is.
Let's see. Sword and fist. Fist fighter versus swordsman army. Yosh, Yarka. I should also have mentioned to anyone that this would bother. Like, yes, this game's audio is only Japanese. There is no English.
Just
The
like
series is not
Buddha
popular,
intended.
and like the video game franchise is not popular enough for them to invest enough money into it to dub it. Like, we're lucky we're getting physical releases at this point. It's not Naruto.
Believe it.
Like, I think Naruto is one of the few anime video games that actually gets dubs. Even like the My Hero Academia ones aren't dubbed. which is good because their dubs kind of suck.
Did that Kill the Kill video game get dubs?
No. It's pure Japanese.
Pure Japanese.
It's a fun game. But you have to really like Kill la Kill for that game to really be great. Because there's not much content for it. And I'm still debating whether I want to pick up the season pass for this game eventually. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Because they're adding in 9 characters, but I'm kind of like, what do I do with those 9 characters?
Oh my god. Oh wait, do I have a... I sure do. Oh, you're screwed now.
Okay.
Oh, I ran out of staminas.
Don't like this status effect. Get rid of it. Come on. Who put status effects in a freaking Dynasty Warriors game? OGG thoughts on Steambot Chronicles. I don't even know what that is. No offense. But I have no idea what that is.
I'm also unaware of Steambot Chronicles. Sounds delicious though.
I don't know, it might be too spicy.
Well, I mean, it's not Taco Bell spicy. Nothing's that spicy.
True. My god, you could eat a jalapeno and it wouldn't be that spicy.
I did get some pickled serranos today. Those were pretty good. Like more on a more serious note.
I don't know, I think at this point you can pickle almost anything and it tastes delicious.
Yeah, I think I just like vinegar a lot.
Cause like pickled onions are freaking amazing.
I
Love
can't
that
even
crap.
kill a low rank Rathian.
Oh, you're
Really?
gonna have fun.
Hey Daniel. Oh, I finally get up here. Fuck that character. Yeah. Finally get up here and now I gotta go all the way down there to take care of that character before he conquers my fields. Hate this map. Julian said he's almost done. Most weeb game I can find for this stream and no one knows what it is. Yeah, I've honestly never heard of it. What's it about?
Wait, how big are the boobs?
Pirate
That's really gonna
Warriors?
determine.
No, One Piece Pirate Warriors. I mean, that only determines it based on other things. Like, can I see said boobs? Do they jiggle?
Boob
Like, these are
physics.
important details. TOA had it right.
Just fudge
Just
the
fudge the
numbers.
numbers, Julian. Seriously, it's Walmart. They're not gonna care. They're gonna be like, oh, only 10 million was stolen today. We did pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
The Waltons not being penny pinchers? I mean, come on. No, stop, don't do that. Oh wait, okay, it hit.
boom. Take that, Lucci. You freaking tiger bastard. Or leopard bastard. We're both big cats. Who the fuck cares?
Alpha has an update. So the cops passed my house because I was the only one of like 50 people who called them.
Wow. Yeah. I'm thinking someone had toilet paper and someone else just took a shit and they really needed to wipe and had none. They were like, I know where I can get some.
Oh, he was one of like 50 that called. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not there. Okay.
I bet. That's better at least. This is my notes to put into the system to say which registers broke today. Just say all of them and then move on. Because it's Walmart. I'm pretty sure they're all broken at this point.
I can't believe they're still using the point of sale system that they still are. Like, that shit needs to go.
You know who really needs to get rid of their POS system and get a new one? Freaking Lowe's.
I don't think I've been to Lowe's.
Like,
Well,
I swear, it looks like they're working on DOS. Whenever I'm in there.
That's pretty terrible.
Like, it's all like block letters and stuff like that. Like, bro, like, I look like it's like I'm staring at a computer from 1997.
That's what it was like when I was working at Blockbuster. But it looks like chat's blowing up a little bit. Alpha's 90% sure somebody died. Daniel's telling him to go ask the cops what's up. Alex says, I should call the weeb cops considering none of the weebs on this stream knows what the hell Steambot Chronicle is. And then Alpha says, my neighborhood sounded like it was in a war zone.
Maybe that Steambot Chronicles isn't as weeb as you thought it was.
Let me look at it real quick, because now it's going to bother me. Steamboat.
Steamboat Chronicles. That's going to be a whole different game.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a Chronicles 2? What
Never even heard of Chronicles 1.
It looks like Steampunk Idols? What the hell is this? Is this for PS2?
Boo, Steampunk sucks automatically.
They're like doing robot fights? Mech warriors? It looks like a farming simulator meeting an idol situation.
It doesn't sound very weeb to me.
Aesthetic? It looks pretty weeb.
Like, yeah, but is there like cat girls and chicks with like giant tits? And...
Well, yeah. This one girl's boobs I'm gonna look at. Like, I think they're small for anime, but they're like big for normal people. Also, this art style looks like a fucking student at a like in their first year of art school did it.
Steampunk is trash, Julian. Like, Steampunk is hot garbage.
It was on PSP as well?
Oh. No, Julian's the only one with login information currently for OGG's Twitter.
Right, Alpha's gonna keep digging
I lost
around.
the password and I keep forgetting to ask Julian what the password is. And then Jacques, you know, is Jacques.
And my Twitter is sad. Did that count towards me defeating an Elder Dragon? No, it didn't. Son of a bitch. Doing it again.
No, I'm not trying to kill the boss right now. Stop getting in the way.
Stop it, dude. Stop hitting yourself, boo.
He's rubber. But yes, he stretches like Mr. Fantastic.
I'll help you.
Which, because he stretches and is made of rubber, like, the fan fiction's just gone wild. Like they do with any stretchy character. There's another character that the fanfiction goes wild with. And that's Nico Robin in this. because she can make copies of body parts.
Oh, I never knew that.
So, like, the fan fiction went crazy with that. As you would imagine they would.
Oh, and then I guess Julian's saying he's gonna send you the password or something.
Perfect. Because, yeah,
Also,
like, honestly, I just forgot it and lost it, and then just kept forgetting to ask Julian what it was.
so I am going to admit something on Monster Hunter that I should be embarrassed about, but I don't think anybody else.
It's okay.
Would have
Not
done it
all of us
either.
can beat a low-rank Great Jagras either.
It's true. Somebody else was playing my game this entire time. I was just using the mic.
I knew it.
In your monster hunting log, on the first screen, there's a little blurb in the bottom right corner that gives you a tip on how to fight the monsters, right? And I didn't really notice that till like maybe a week ago. And I just checked out the Namiel one because I'm gonna fight one. Apparently, Bright Moss has a drying effect, sort of like the wet pods do. So if you shoot Bright Moss at the water puddles around Namiel, they will dry up.
That's cool.
Yeah, I had no idea. So they're not totally useless.
From what I can tell, it might have been a drug deal going bad. A lot of cars shooting at each other. Huh. Yeah, that sounds like it. Game that requires you to fight monsters. Steamboat Chronicles. I mean, most games require you to fight monsters. Like, you're either fighting monsters or people.
You either kill yourself, or you, what the fuck was that vine? Or you die something. Man, fuck it.
You die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain?
No, it was like, life's just a joke. You either kill yourself or you die, live it, or some shit like that. And then he dances. It's fucking, it's exactly what you expect from Vine.
No, you want a weeb game, play something like Omega Life, or Omega Labyrinth Life. That's a weeb-ass game that I own.
Or that Galgun. Galgun's a pretty
Galgun
game.
1 and 2, I have both of those. Love those.
Was it Radiant Historia? Isn't that also very weeby?
Somewhat. It's, if you've ever played Bravely Default, or the sequel, Bravely Second, they have the same creator, and they take place in the same world. Another weeb game, Mr. Mosquito.
Are you?
I am Mr. Mosquito somewhat weeb? I call it
Oh my
more
god,
just
it
Japanese.
does work. I'm shooting Bright Moss at the water, and it dries it up.
Because, like, not every game that, like, is Japanese is weeb. There's, like, certain criteria that it has to meet. Julian's Sakura Wars that's coming out to weeb as fuck. It's like an RPG with dating sim elements. I remember first seeing Mr. Mosquito on G4. That was how I saw. I never said I hated it. Like, what part of that did I say I hated?
I don't know if you'd call them weeb games, but I do love those the Nonary games.
So I wouldn't necessarily call those technically weeb.
I don't think so either. I think they're just puzzles, but like a really like they're visual novels, but I guess not every visual
like
novel is a
Danganronpa,
weeb.
I would consider weeb.
Yeah.
Because it's very, like, very anime.
It is very anime.
And it even has an anime.
And a manga.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would consider that, like, a visual novel. That's one. Steins Gate's weeb, obviously, because it also has an anime. No manga, but an anime.
You know, I have that ARS game. I need to play it and actually put some real time into it.
What anime would I not consider weeb? I mean, I think all anime technically would be considered weeb if you want to get, like, super technical about it.
What about the sci-fi ones, like Ghost in Shell? That's not a very weeby one.
Yeah, but people will still consider it weeb. I mean, even Alita Battle Angel.
I think that would be like, am I dead? No, I'm not. I think that's sort of like when people who think that everything with like a cartoon animal is a furry. Because not all of that is furry. In the same way, like if you think all anime is weeby, then you're probably just not putting enough effort into it. Julian says Tales of games are obviously weeb. They're pretty weeb.
Yeah, Tales of games are like very weeb.
They're fucking You've got Hot Springs and you've got weird like childhood friend stuff. They're wildly weeby.
Even Tales of the Abyss has an anime. Tales of Vesperia does.
Yeah, I think I would stand by like Ghost in the Shell not being a weeby anime because it's not a high school thing. It doesn't have to do with like those same old tropes.
Yeah, but
Probably
I mean those were
Gundam?
the tropes of the time, though. Gundam very much falls into most of the time space opera than anything.
Also says Edge of Tomorrow was based on a manga. And, yeah, I don't think Edge of Tomorrow is weeby. I read the manga. The manga's pretty good, if not a bit sad. It's a much darker ending than the movie.
I don't know what Alex is responding to, but
What about Tales of... Oh, he's trolling. He's being very
no, I meant
funny,
with
though.
where he was talking about to Daniel, but
Is Scott the Andy of game? Oh, I think Andy, like, from The Office, I think?
no, I think from DCD.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, the dumb child.
Oh, come on, come on. Oh, you're dead now. Speed Racer is also not very weebish, yeah. It's not. I don't think Conan is very weebish. It's got a really weird,
what, Detective Conan?
yeah, I don't think that's very weebish.
I don't know, like that one is like a high schooler going around doing like solving crimes and mysteries.
Yeah, it's a because it's gone through so many like decades.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. Even with like Ghost in the Shell, that's a very old series. Speed Racer also another very old series.
Ghost in the Shell is newer than Conan or
Ghost in the Shell. No,
Speed.
Ghost in the Shell is like 80s, like the original.
90s. I'm in the middle of fighting Namiel, but I will fact check that soon.
I'm streaming, so I can't just like
Yeah.
pause and all that.
I haven't watched.
But I'm pretty
Alita
sure
yet,
that the
but it doesn't look
original
very
was
weebish.
the 80s, like late 80s.
I think that Alita, like the story arc from the movie, is a little weebish. The thematic, I guess.
And
like the
also
first
the
part of it
character is very weebish because of the huge eyes to play up on the anime eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, they made spoil. I'm just gonna say
They
it
give
now,
a
'cause it's been, like,
reason
a year.
why, but
They're
you know
Mars.
that it was
Martians have
made
bigger
because
eyes.
of that.
In their lore, Martians have the big eyes.
Right.
That's how you
but
can tell.
they're big anime eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that's what they are.
That's the reason they put in the movie. In the manga, they all have the same size eyes. Like that's not a different thing.
Right, but they put in
beyond that
the
first
anime
arc,
eyes.
like it stops being very weebish. Like it becomes very dark sci-fi very quickly.
And I can believe that. Like, from what I've read about the later arcs of Alita.
Yeah.
But a lot of anime at that time was, like, actually just very dark sci-fi. Because even something like Captain Harlock did the same thing.
Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, Ninja Scroll,
not.
like, did a very dark thing. It's like, that was just kind of what was popular at the time.
But then
Robotech
it kind of depends,
around that
like,
time.
what do you define as weeb? Is the question. Because before
Yeah,
this conversation,
I mean,
can really
weeb can
dive
be
deep, is,
very, like, weeb can be as
Yeah.
vague or as specific as you're wanting it to be.
these kinds
Because-
of discussions all factor on like where that agreement comes from.
Because some people,
if-
like, online consider basically anything made in Japan weeb.
weebish,
Like,
yeah.
oh, you know, you like Final Fantasy weeb. And it's like, okay. Like, that's...
Whereas my consideration of weebishness is like that self-satisfactory trope, those self-satisfactory tropes that animes fall into, like where a hero is overpowered or a dude is kind of popular, or like it's just like really simple power fantasies. To me, that seems more weebish than anything. But not everybody agrees with that, and I could also very well be wrong.
Which,
so like that
one
has to
kind of
be
funny
determined
thing
before,
about
yeah.
like the power fantasy thing is it actually comes from Chinese novels.
So
Because there's a bunch of old Chinese novels where they would just make the character like super overpowered, and that was the whole point, was like that. But again, and that's why you see that a lot more later in anime, like in the 90s and 2000s, and
There
not
we
so much
go.
in the 80s.
Got my webbing.
But it really comes down to where you define weeb. Because I have honestly
Yeah.
met people that define it as anything from Japan. You're automatically playing something weeb. Or being a weeb.
Yes. So for this conversation to really conclude or even move forward in a real way, like everybody would have to agree on what the definition is. Otherwise, it's just people yelling at a void because they don't want to listen to the
Right.
other person.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. Because literally our definitions wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
Or may not be.
Right. Alpha says, well, I guess there was a lot going on while we were talking. So much for leaving early, turning my keys in and clocking out. So Julian's still getting stuff done.
Yeah.
Alpha says, Daniel says, who are you flirting with, Julian? These sound like excuses. And then Alpha says, I think weeb to me means a product fully entrenching itself in common Japanese tropes and culture. So he's more along the lines with me with,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think I can
then-
pretty much agree with. Like, you know, you have like the high school trope, the big boobed anime chicks, the like
You have
childhood
some tsundere in there.
friends. You've got like all the trope characters that they fall in love with, things like that. Like the romantic subplots, all that crap.
So then what was
And an
that? I
art
saw an
style very
anime-
heavily Japanese as well.
Yeah, I saw an anime last year that was very slice of life, but wasn't, in my opinion, very weebish. It was that dude who, like, he lived with a cat, like, because his parents passed away, and so he got a cat, and, like, it was just their daily lives, and I thought it was really cute, and I thought it was really interesting, just how to deal with grief, but, like, I wouldn't consider that weebish, because there isn't, like, a whole bunch of tropes in there. I forget what it's called. My neighbor cat or something?
Alpha says he saw
I'll have
that
to
cat
look it
anime.
up.
I saw a really
Yeah.
sad AMV to that, if you know what
Hard to
AMVs are.
Yeah, like as
they
long as
did-
it wasn't to a Linkin Park, a very weird song for that anime.
No, it was actually to, if you've watched Toy Story 2, Jesse's song When Somebody Loved Me by Sarah
Yeah.
McLachlan. They did it to
Oh
that.
yeah,
And I'm like,
that song
damn,
is
that
very
was,
popular on TikTok.
yeah, that was a very depressing AMV.
Yeah, well they deal. with
My
real
roommate
stuff,
is a
like,
cat. He said it's the name of it.
My roommate is a cat. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a really cute one. It's very sad. I mean, when there's grief, it's very hard to bring levity to that, but they do it in a very tasteful way.
One series I really have been getting into heavily is Lupin the Third, and I would highly recommend it for people. Especially if you're looking for something that's not like super Japanese, because it's a thief anime, and I mean it's based off of French stories, so it's really cool.
What was it called?
Lupin the Third.
Oh, Lupin. Yeah, Lupin's
Yeah.
old school.
Some of it. Some of the old stuff is like super cheesy. Like holy crap. Like there is some very Looney Tunes crap that happens in old school Lupin the Third.
Alpha wants to know where to start with Lupin. I can't answer that. There's so
So,
much content.
what I would honestly recommend if you want I give Berserk 0-1 before I left it. That's cool. Berserk's great. I do recommend it, Daniel, and I hope you like it. Lupin the Third, I would say start with part 5 or start with the movies. A great movie to start with is Lupin the Third: Jigen's Gravestone. That was the second Lupin the Third series thing I ever watched, and it's a great starting point because they decided to do a trilogy of movies so far. It may be a quadrilogy eventually of Lupin's sidekicks. So you have Jigen's Gravestone. If you like that, Goemon's Blood Spray is number 2. And then Fujiko's Lie just came out, and I ordered that last night. Last night from Right Stuff.
Are those the newer, like, 3D model ones, or are they still animated?
No, these are beautifully stylized. I mean, like, look at some art for them. Like, they have a very, very hand-drawn art style look to them, with some very dark lines and stuff. They look absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion.
I'll look at art when I'm burning in hell.
But they tell a really good story, and they're also somewhat short at only an hour long. Like, they're in 2 parts, 2 half-hour parts. They both come on the DVD or Blu-ray, though. So I'd recommend that. My first experience was Lupin the Third: Red vs. Green, which is a really great place to start as well. Very good OVA. Which explains a little bit more about who Lupin is.
Spoiler alert, he's banana bread.
It's interesting.
He takes off, he pulls down his zipper from his hair,
Yeah.
and it turns out he was just a loaf of banana bread the whole time.
It's the ultimate. Well, he would be the ultimate trickster at that point.
Yeah.
So those are good places to start. Part 5 was my favorite of the actual anime parts. Then I would recommend going back to Part 4 if you really like that. Anything older than that, I would debate if you go back to Part 1, 2, or 3. Because they are very much a product of their time. Like, because like, you have the old school, like, I mean, you've got like cars driving on top of each other to go through things like driving up walls, like comedic
Batman?
sound effects.
Like Batman?
Yeah, it's like watching the Adam West Batman.
Remember that time in 1997 when Batman Forever happened and he drove a car up a wall?
Yeah.
You remember that? That was a thing. I want everybody to remember Batman drove a car up the wall in the 90s on film.
So yes, Alpha, the third does mean something. Because technically the first Lupin was Arsenio Lupin, which is the French story, like, of the thief.
Thank you, Alex.
And because of that, like, he is Arsenio Lupin's grandson, making him the third Lupin.
Yeah, his grandfather was Arsenio Hall.
Yeah. He was a great comedian. But yeah, it's really a good series.
Alright,
But
good night, guys.
Night.
Good night. Have a good day at work.
But yeah, hopefully, like, those recommendations will work out for you and you really enjoy the series. If you are wanting to watch part 4 or 5, it is on Verve or Crunchyroll. And then, so is part 1 and 2 and 3, if you really want to watch them. And then, if you're wanting Jigen's Gravestone and all of that, it's... Yeah, Daniel, that was Bobby. And Jigen's Gravestone, you'd have to buy the Blu-rays.
Real quick, I don't know if Bobby's still here, but he got a job where he's going to be doing hours earlier, so
yeah,
he will be working. He was only here for a little bit. But
he has to be up super early, so he was only here for a short time.
Yeah, I think he said his shift starts at 8 a.m.
Something like that.
Wish him luck.
So, unfortunately, having to go up early. Yeah, I would definitely recommend giving Lupin a binge. Like, I have really fallen in love with that series. Especially if you like series like, I I mean, if you like a good thief anime, which I feel is a very underrated genre, and we don't get many of them. I can only think of like or 3, maybe 4 other thief animes. Like Jin King of Bandits is a great one. Mouse is a great one if you like fan service as well. And then D and Angel, if you don't mind the gay subplot.
We all know that I'm homophobic. That does not fly.
Well, then I would stay away from D and Angel.
I'm saying is Julian's here.
I own the complete series on on DVD. The only other thief anime I ever saw was Mouse. So, what was your opinion on Mouse? I love Mouse. I found that thing for $20 at a Best Buy, picked up the whole anime to try it out, and loved it. And I have no regrets. And if you read the manga, it's actually more fan servicey.
Okay, thank you.
Although the manga didn't actually end. It just got quietly cancelled, but...
Are you kidding me? Alright. Wait, it is.
All I saw was it. Alpha. So I don't know if a comment didn't show up. Omni would have to check that.
No, I only saw it as well. There's a comment missing there, Alpha.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was maybe held for... Oh. Well, no, because you're a moderator, right?
Yeah. I am not.
Oh, okay. Did you curse in it, Alpha? Because maybe they're holding it for moderation, and I don't have the stream open currently.
I mean, I've said curse words in your stream before, I believe.
Like in chat?
I think so.
I don't know, because I didn't have the stream open because I had the thing on the side showing chat, so... But that's all I can think of, is that the little thing is holding it for moderation. It was decent softcore porn. It was probably the word porn.
Yeah. Porn.
But yeah, like Lupin the Third is basically like if you took out all of the actual porn from Mouse and gave it actual more plot. Like, and deeper characters.
More plot?
Which is also really why I like the current trilogy of Jigen's Gravestone, Goemon's Blood Spray, and well, I haven't seen Fujiko's Lie yet, but the other two, because they really dive into the characters, like, heavily. You're not a fan service guy, then you should like Lupin. Be warned, some of Lupin does have nudity. Like, because Fujiko, that's what she does. She sleeps with dudes to steal from them and get what she wants. So there is some, but it's mostly in the older stuff. Back when it was the 70s. And it was like, oh yeah, we could toss that in whatever the hell we want. But some of the newer stuff has it. I know Jigen's Gravestone has nudity. Red vs. Green doesn't. Goemon's Blood Spray doesn't. I'm going to assume that Fujiko's Lie will. Since it's all about Fujiko. There's Scott's Hook Act. To an extent, but I mean,
Good night, Chinese person.
the movie that made me fall in love with Lupin the Third didn't have any nudity, which was surprising. But yeah, I can't say I'm disappointed about the nudity. Like, I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, man, I really hate that. And of course, all of the like part 4 and 5 have none, period. Like the actual TV anime. The others were movies, so movies are OVAs. So they can get away with that. Along with the old 70s animes. Yeah, you'll probably really like Lupin the Third. Like, I very much love getting people into Lupin the Third. Because I feel it's very underrated in the communities nowadays. Because a lot of people will just remember like the old 70s versions. And that is not the same series. Like, you don't have all the racist caricatures that the 70s ones do anymore, or anything like that.
If you like mysteries as well, I like the Kindaichi Files.
That was a good series.
There's no smut or nothing like that. It's just murder mysteries.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Because I watched that season 2 when it first came out, because I didn't realize it was a season 2, and then I went back and watched season 1.
Yeah. The, what do you call it? The Horoscope Island? Like that area?
Yeah.
In the manga, like, it comes back again and again. Like, it's a pretty famous spot. They're usually pretty good stories. So, as someone who really enjoys mystery novels and things like that, I recommend it. Oh, no!
But yeah, I do remember that series being really good. Astro Warrior Speed Racer. Speed Racer's an interesting old series. I mean, it's definitely a product of its time, but yeah, yeah. But it's still fun to watch.
I'm pretty sure you could YouTube a compilation of like Speed Racer murders.
Like, it was almost every episode, man.
But yeah, I saw a clip, and then what kicked me off on it, like got me even curious, was that I saw a TikTok of it, and it was just some dude being like, "Ha! Now that I've got them, oh no!" And then it's just a dude like exploding off the side of a cliff. I was like, okay, I guess that's the end of his story.
No, he actually came back to win the race. Like.
This race to hell.
Speed Racer was brutal.
Yeah,
Vampire Hunter G.
Hunter.
Or, you mean Vampire Hunter D. But, yeah, great series.
Right, Daniel? Vampire Hunter D's nuts.
Just when you
I get
thought
the
it was
joke,
safe,
and I get where it was going,
appeared.
but I also couldn't stop myself correcting it. Like,
I knew it was coming.
oh, I knew it was coming as well, but I couldn't stop myself. Like, it's one of those,
Man,
you know it's coming, but you also are like, no. Like, although if you actually like that series, I do recommend the actual novels. They're really good. And there's like 20 of them.
Hi, Julian.
Hey.
So working at Walmart seems like it sucks still.
It's just it's just so much
how
fun
dare
when
he get
people
paid?
half the staff doesn't show up, because apparently they're all, and then when you find out they're all in some kind of group chat together, and they planned that they all wouldn't show up.
Damn.
I mean, if they're gonna get a paycheck one way or another, why would they?
It's like, what are y'all gonna do? Fucking be social? What are you gonna do? Sit there and talk to each other all the entire time while you make nothing? Because the one caveat to this whole thing is, if you want to, no, you don't. Yes, you get paid if you have vacation time.
Yeah.
If you
So
don't
they're
have
just
any
taking a
vacation
vacation.
time, you don't get paid.
So they're just gonna take a vacation, like.
And also, the whole thing is, this happened right before the reset of everybody's vacation time.
Still waiting for a proper anime for Berserk. Well, there was one, it just didn't go through the entire anime.
Yeah.
Like, it went through the eclipse.
That series is so fucking dark, man. Like, it's too dark for me.
That series is great.
Oh, God.
But with Berserk, like, I didn't mind the CG one, in all honesty.
Oh, no.
Exactly, never finished. I mean, technically,
Wait,
the manga
which
has never
CG
finished
one are you
either,
talking about?
so...
Scott, which CG one are you talking about?
Berserk, when it came back and continued.
You mean the one from 2016 and 17?
Yeah, for Berserk. Yeah,
That was ugly.
I actually didn't mind it. Like, I hated it for the first episode, and then I guess I just got used to it because I'm like, I still want to see this plot.
I think your love of Berserk made you blind to the horrible.
Oh, look, we unlocked Ivankov.
CG.
Only 2 more characters left to unlock.
What is that? Something syndrome? The Sherlock syndrome? Stockholm syndrome.
Nah, because it was only after 1 episode.
But it got worse.
It didn't get worse. It stayed consistently mediocre the whole way through.
Mediocre being generous.
We need a whole adaptation for Berserk. I mean, until you get to the point where the manga cut basically went on a hiatus forever.
My biggest
And we need the book to finish.
My only issue with, and then like some of the more dramatic scenes were kind of undercut. Like, cause I actually started paying attention to Berserk more now, and I finally started reading it. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Yeah, Berserk's a great manga.
The animes don't do the violence any justice.
Oh no. They also don't do the rape scenes any justice either.
You should probably avoid saying they don't do rape justice on stream.
Whoa, it's supposed to be a super dark and disturbing thing. Like,
but they can't show that.
But they can't show it.
I will tell you that for me, I did watch that scene, and it was disturbing.
Which one? There's the one where Guts gets raped as a kid.
I did not see the pedophilic.
Yeah,
the one where
his father rapes him.
I don't know what the creator of Berserk has about rape. Has like some kind of weird fetish.
He has a
A
fetish.
lot of rape. There is a lot of rape in that.
But no,
series.
there's also the Casca one, which is the most famous.
I mean, I think all three of the technically main characters got raped at one point. Griffith got raped.
Yeah, Griffith got raped.
Costa got raped. It's like fucking just rape. It's like, wow. It's like, at least it's all inclusive on rape.
It's a bit much for me.
He means it as you didn't do it justice because the crime is being committed. Justice isn't served. And no, I just didn't think they made it dark enough to really understand like how horrible of a scene it was.
We don't talk about the rape horse. That was weird. That I'm like, okay, I'm done reading this for a while. I had to stop reading it because of the rape horse.
Okay, I don't remember the rape horse.
This is something it sounds like I have zero interest in.
Yeah, I do not remember the rape horse. Like, I must have purged that from my memory.
Oh my god, I don't remember Volcana being this difficult. Like, holy shit.
Don't worry, Alpha. I'm uncensoring you.
Is it because I'm not using my
No, I can't save it. Why did I get
volume?
Well,
it's a dark series. It's a very good series. It's just a very dark series. Like,
yeah, I'm not interested.
What can you do with a series where literally one? Oh, wait.
Plus, Volume 1 isn't where it even gets dark, so don't worry. Like,
no. Try being like me.
Volume 1's where it's more just normal shonen.
I saw the 90s anime first, and then it's like, oh no. How do you watch a series when it goes from this? It goes from this is kind of violent and dark to holy shit. This with a place where it's like,
are you fucking kidding me? Why would you do this?
It's like where for a while a lot of people are like, oh god, it's gonna go. It's like this is going berserk levels of fucking like no one's safe. Where none of the main characters are safe. Everyone's
Remember when the critics said Goblin Slayer was the darkest thing to ever come from Japan? Those critics don't watch anime.
No, it's like, have you watched? It's like, did these critics ever watch 90s anime? Because I remember literally getting in trouble. Me and Steven got in trouble once because we were looking
we went to Sci-Fi Channel and it's like, oh look, anime, something anime related. No, Sci-Fi Channel back in the 90s had ultra-violent fucking weird fests. It's like Steven's just sitting there watching. I'm like weirded out by it, and then our mom comes in. It's like, nope, no more of this.
Alex, I'm glad Scott doesn't like Steampunk Chronicles. It has no violent sexual acts. Yeah, Scott, you need to quit it with your fetishes.
Yeah.
God
forbid.
was like 10 times darker than.
I only
Goblin
recently
Slayer.
learned about that Madoka Magica shit. Like,
Doka
there's a lot of
Majika was
Crybaby?
garbage. Like, hot
Crybaby
trash.
What?
Doka Majika was hot trash.
Doka Majika?
Yeah.
I brought up that it. Well, I'm not talking about the quality, Scott. I'm talking about the content. The content is very dark.
Yeah, the content for a Magical Schoolgirl series is very dark, but
It's like
the quality should have been better.
Oh my god, man.
Like, the actual anime, the plot makes no sense. And they also pulled out a huge Deus Ex Machina at the end.
They pull out Deus Ex Machina and they make a movie where they take the Deus Ex Machina and make it more Deus Ex Machina. Freaking, I could go on about Madoka Magica, but I have to force myself to sit and rewatch it to make sure I have my points correct. Because Scott knows back when it first came out, I kept ranting and raving about how much I hated it.
I don't know, I sat and watched the whole anime, and I regretted that afternoon.
Afternoon, it took me a week because I was working and had
How
school
the hell
at the
does
same
it take you a week?
time.
It's only only 12 episodes. That's only 6 hours.
I was watching
That's
other
an
anime
afternoon,
at the time,
sir.
I'm glad I did. I was watching other anime at the time. I was having to catch. I was doing myself the disservice of catching up on One Piece at the time, and that was still like before it got even worse.
They're all like a lot of superhero movie fans, but it's not dark, it's not good. I like lighthearted stuff. In fact, I prefer.
Yeah.
I purposely avoid the things that these guys are saying that they love. I pretty much avoid.
Devilman-
I
about
don't even like
Crybaby,
Game of
I
Thrones
feel
'cause
that
it's too
Devil-
dark for me.
Game of Thrones was too boring for me.
Fucking, I could go. Oh my god! After all this, I actually went and watched all this, watched all that. Freaking looked up all the information of why everyone's so butthurt, and then now I know, I understand why people are pissed. I get it, and like freaking.
Yeah, Daniel's right. Actually, the comic book fans complain when things get too dark. That's why they didn't like Man of
How
Steel
the writers went about it. It's like,
or Batman v
this
Superman.
shit was too-
They were like, it's too dark. Comic books should be lighthearted.
We see like freaking now back to what opposite about Devilman Crybaby. Devilman Crybaby is it's current people's
This
first
anime
dark
is Super
really.
Milk-chan.
No, it's Nichijou. Nichijo's the best anime.
Nichijou is the
Alex,
only
stop talking
anime
about
with
Super Milk-chan
suplexing a
being the
deer,
best
so...
anime.
Nichijou is so fucking funny. That principal cracks me up when he's laughing, and everybody goes to the deer wrestling scene. But I fucking love when he's like telling his jokes at the assembly, and he just like starts giggling to himself, and they cut away from it to like nobody laughing. I feel that in my soul, just giggling at your own jokes.
I love the paper football scene.
Yeah, that's very good. I love the I watched it many times, but when the two girls get in a fight in their classroom because one of them buys the wrong lunch for her, and it's like 5 minutes of them like getting into this crazy fight and then making up, and it's just so funny and sweet and entertaining. I love it.
There's an anime you should probably watch called Seki-kun, Master of Wasting Time.
I've read that. Is that an anime now?
Yeah, they had an anime. They did it as short episodes, like 5-6 minute episodes.
Oh, I did watch some of that. I don't think it's as funny as Nichijou, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, Nichijou I think is better, but like it reminds me of it.
Yeah.
Like it's that same type of like outrageous comedy.
Yeah.
Like Cromartie High School.
Cromartie High School is freaking great, and I will
only
hear.
watched the live action version of that.
Like no.
Julian, there's a question for you in chat.
Julian, what did you want to say about Devilman? Okay, Devilman Crybaby. I feel like that's like people's first gateway into dark anime. Like a
I
lot
guess
of my friends who watched
nowadays,
it were like, "Whoa, this is dark."
but-
I'm like, you haven't seen a lot of things, have you?
I mean, I guess I could see that nowadays because it was popular on Netflix for a while.
Mhm.
Just
Also,
like Berserk at the time was
also,
a lot of people's
fucking-
gateway into dark anime.
The running animation, the running animation for when he's running track is fucking hilarious. I'm like, who flails around running like that? And how is he so fast?
These people are pissing me off.
I wish the Double Man Run caught on. And
Yeah, most young people are on Netflix. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but yeah, I can definitely see that being a lot of people's gateway nowadays.
I'm talking about people who don't usually indulge in anime a lot. It's like it's something to see about. Oh, look, if you like this dark anime, you should try like Berserker or something or Gantz.
Gantz, Gantz.
Oh, Gantz.
Gantz is great, but I would recommend the manga if you're gonna do Gantz. Although, hello.
Tabe says hello.
But yeah, like Gantz, I would only recommend the manga, and even then, I would recommend that you not get freaked out by controversial things with that.
Nihongo, choto Nihongo wakarimasu. Nihonjin desu ka? Tabe-kun desu ka?
Yay, we have someone that can translate. But we appreciate you viewing.
See, I'm trying to pick up what you're saying. Like, do you guys do these languages?
No. Nihongo is Japanese language. Nihongo choto wakarimasu. I understand a little bit of Japanese.
Don't know a lot. No data. Stop.
I don't know if he's gonna respond or she's gonna respond.
What was I gonna say?
I called him Tabe-kun. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl.
Okay.
Oh, Gantz. Just be warned that, like, there are scenes in that are now considered controversial. Like mass shootings. In order to get players for the game, like, they just start going into a big intersection, like the Shibuya intersection with assault rifles, and just start shooting. And that is
with all due respect to the LG, I don't think your crowd is very sensitive to that kind of stuff. So I think this audience is okay.
That's fine. I'm just saying, like, I have to be careful about recommending Gantz.
Oh.
Because of things like that.
Yokoso, God damn it, Alex. Yokoso, Steamboat Chronicles ga o
playing same now same game.
I don't remember that kanji.
Oh, are you having fun with it?
楽しいですか? 好きですか? このゲーム? I was Japanese as fuck.
That's fine. I see kanji. Omni, translate.
Oh my god.
Omni, translate.
I only recognize the second kanji. Kanju o
I see hearts.
wakarimasen.
So.
Like, sumimasen.
Jump, jump, jump. Playing Final Fantasy.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye. Not Kanye, kanji. Kanji o wakarimasen.
You know what he said.
But yeah. I will say Gantz is also the only series that I know of that involves a panda. Like, has a big role.
Fucking crazy.
Oh man, when you fight Rajan,
Alpha said they said the best. Huh.
It turf wars with Ruiner Nergigante.
Like, cause I'm really enjoying this game, but I can't wait to get Platinum Trophy in it.
You say Ruiner Nergigante?
Yeah, when I'm fighting Furious Rajan for the first time, and it on the map is a Ruiner Nergigante, and they turf war.
See, I just love how putting an adjective in front of something suddenly makes it more better. Suddenly makes it worse.
More better. They made it more better.
I know what I said.
I know what you said too.
Omoshiroi, interesting. Yeah, he says it's fun. Yeah, he likes it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Alex is writing a bunch of stuff.
Alex is on Google Translate right now.
Julian guy. He's saying something about you, dude.
Oh no. No, no, no.
O suita tokigodo. I can't read that.
I was like, there's something about my butt.
Arimasen. Bye. Bye bye. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
Bye.
Sayonara.
Sayonara. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Subscribe des.
I would never use Google.
Oh, I didn't say you were. Alex is.
See guys, I know a little bit of Japanese.
Do I assume he doesn't know Kanye? Fair. I was just assuming.
It's like plenty of people know who clowns are.
What the heck? Oh, nope. That's not how this is ending.
Victory condition has changed. Oh no.
Oh
Somehow
no.
I got kicked from the quest?
I wonder how much of your Japanese was correct. Omni's Japanese should actually be correct. If I was trying, that would be horrible.
Oh yeah, I said very simple stuff. I can't read everything that Alex is writing. Because, I don't know that much, what do you call it?
How much? I was just asking them to take out the trash.
I know trash is Gomi. I'm trying to remember like what take out or leave.
What you doing
with.
down there?
100%. I played Steamboat Chronicles. I know Japanese.
Oh, see, the game's not in English, so I'm not gonna play it anyway.
That's fair. I don't think I know the verb for take out or remove. I don't remember that. So I wouldn't. I know I'm answering that seriously, but it's just got me curious. Like my head just started thinking.
You're not allowed to think.
That's true. I'm just for looking at. I watched the hentai to perfectly know. No, Ni-chan. What itai demo.
Did you say no, Oni-chan?
No, Ni-chan. That's what it is. I said no in English for whatever reason.
I know what.
I mean, I should have said
Sugoi.
yeah. Yeah, sugoi. Itai
Ikai.
is like hurt. Itai demo. Kimochi. Kimochi desu. Yeah, it hurts, but it feels good. Or yeah.
There was a doujin I read where
we all know what I'm saying.
Like, there was a doujin I read where, like, this girl learned Japanese, like, in the doujin. She's speaking to Japanese people because she watched enough hentai to know what she wanted to tell them in order to fuck. Like,
give me that chin chin. Chin chin. Okane. Give me the okane and I'll let you use your chin chin.
Please stop.
God damn it, Poogie. Leave me alone, you dickbag.
Leave Poogie alone.
Well, you get in my way when I'm
maybe
trying
if
to
Poogie
do...
wasn't garbage.
You're garbage.
Maybe if he wasn't Gumi.
Yeah, he would go me. Yeah, he
Or
wasn't
Gomi,
fucking
like-
Gomi. Which is
By that
very...
by hentai,
Yeah.
watching the hentai logic, Scott would be an expert. Be the Japanese ambassador. Darn right I would. And I would take that job
could,
seriously in my quarters, privately.
If you could order takeout simply by knowing the words opai and ski des, like I'm pretty sure you'd get by.
I mean, I probably could. Opai? No, sir.
Opai is
no.
food.
Like,
like cherry pie? No, opai.
Opai. Sir, I think you're calling the wrong pizza shop. Opai?
Opai. Right now, immediately. Don't fucking embarrass me in front of my friends. Give me that opai.
Oh, embarrass me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Can I not have my beef jerky without you trying to sniff at it?
I mean...
No?
Sniff.
Alex, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people right now because of the quarantine thirsty as hell. Like Julian.
I am.
And Jacques.
Fucking I don't.
We learned how thirsty Jacques was last night.
Fucking
Did you read Alex's message?
I see
Pretty
half
good.
of it. But I'm
Oh,
assuming
I
that the
wonder
rest is
how people
curvy-looking
could be
trees
turned
or
on
something
by
like that.
hentai. Then I went on a camping trip for a few days and got turned on by a curvy-looking potato.
Potato, okay. Like, I could see everything except like, it stopped at curvy-looking So
potatoes
I
are
just
cheap.
kind of assumed something in nature, and it still works with the joke.
Sometimes you gotta rub a spud, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no shame in my game.
Remember, if you use the bagel to jack off, don't put it back in the bag.
I can't make that promise. I couldn't make it last night, and I'm sure as hell I'm not gonna make it this morning.
Well, I know what Julian had for breakfast.
By the way, we're out of cream cheese.
But I thought I saw plenty of cream cheese.
Yeah.
Julian's like, note to self, I'm eating the bagels whenever I visit Omni.
I told you once. I'm not gonna tell you again. Oh, I don't know if you caught my. I think you caught my messages. You had to, or on the Discord. I'm back on Final Fantasy 14.
I
So
did.
That's happening.
Right
again.
now, I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like,
stupid egg.
alright, well, if everyone's basically back on 14, I might as well try
I'm
it
trying
out
to
again.
participate in the freaking whatchamacallit thing right now. I'm trying to participate in the Easter event they have going on right now.
Oh, yeah, it's
Get a
everywhere.
bunny suit out of it.
Donuts are looking mighty tasty right now.
What
Is
kind
that
of-
thing where like he's rubbing his chin and going like, "Ooh, girl."
What kind
Give a man
of bunny suit?
give a man long enough of a dry period, and they'll find anything attractive. My donuts are looking mighty tasty right now.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. This is why I just have hentai. Maybe that's why all the people bought all that toilet paper.
It's like I gotta clean up afterward. You know what I'm saying?
No, he makes them into Boston cream pies. You're welcome, Sergey.
Hey, Serge. Give him the Boston cream. You want this Boston cream on your
God.
bagel?
Oh, you bought donuts. Oh, they're Boston cream. Yes.
Soon they're gonna be Boston cream filled. Oh, what up?
Well, it reminds me of a scene in the movie National Lampoon Van Wilder. To get back at one of the dudes, he kind of had his Van Wilder had his dog literally like fucking have the dog's massive nuts to get literally milked into freaking like essentially cream pies, and they're like, oh, these are great. It's like, oh, they're so warm and everything. I'm like, oh god, please stop.
Julian, I can only jerk off so fast. You're gonna have to
Wasn't
slow
it
down.
the series of movies that also had them like doing Russian roulette with horse semen?
I don't remember. That might be in the sequel. That might be in the sequel.
Yeah, it was in one of them. I think it was,
there was also
Animal House.
or maybe that was Animal House. I don't know.
But yeah, no, they put a gun of horse semen, like a squirt gun with horse semen in it in their mouth.
But
And you
there
had
was
to pull the
also
trigger or
fucking
something like that.
what's it called?
You
There
sure
was
that
also
wasn't a
fucking
Jackass movie?
No, it was one of those. Because I didn't watch
there's
any of the
also
Jackass
freaking-
movies.
There was also the horrible movie that I will always forever regret watching. Freddy Got Fingered.
I think I watched like 10 minutes of that.
Oh, fucking, I sat through
Julian
the
was
whole
very
goddamn
disappointed
movie.
that a guy wasn't actually getting fingered in that movie.
No, no. Actually, that had not. You know, the title of the movie might be but it's like it has nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
All the thirsty boys need that toilet paper for cleanup. Exactly, like that's why all the toilet paper's gone.
This to me is an ogre.
Like, why else would you need so much toilet paper? I mean, granted, my diet's been completely beans and corn for the last few days.
I mean, the entire fucking movie, Freddy Got Fingered, is Tom Green and essentially terrorizing
Green?
the people in his life.
You mean Sean or Seth Green?
No, it's Tom
that's
Green.
Tom. No, it's Tom
Who
Green.
the hell is Tom Green?
It's the Canadian who's in Freddy Got Fingered. Seth
he was,
Green is
he was
the
popular
redhead
on,
tiny
he was
dude.
popular on MTV. He was popular on MTV back in the 90s. The only reason I knew about him because I had stupid friends who liked him.
I watched a lot of MTV back in the day. That's how I knew him.
Does Luffy flex as an attack? And no, unfortunately.
Okay, time to get in the bunny costume and go catch some chickens.
You trying to get that Luffy dick? What's up?
What? The extending dick? I mean, it's all made of rubber.
Come on, come on.
Freddy Got Fingered was good when you realized that what Tom Green was trying to accomplish.
What was he trying to accomplish, Alex? Please enlighten me. Because that movie was some grade A crazy nonsensical bullshit.
Ow.
I'm playing Final Fantasy 14, and to complete the Easter event, I have to put on a bunny costume and do a fate where I have to catch chickens.
Where is that?
We're done, yeah.
Oh, the pervert's forest.
No. Where perverts go is Limsa.
The hell?
No, I said the pervert's forest.
No. I mean, like, fucking
Wait, there's
people...
a pervert section? I have a home now in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Limsa Laminsa is like a cesspool. Every Limsa Laminsa is a cesspool of fucking, like, stupid people.
Seriously, you trying to grab my One Piece?
Emoting for no reason.
Julian, how do I get a house in that game? Because I
I'm
need
just
a
going
place
to
to put all my
Hollywood, how Hollywood is
materials.
full of shit. He proved
Doing,
just by getting them to
Julian,
pay
do
to
a
make
stream doing
one of the worst nonsensical
funny-
films of all time. Well, that does prove you can be, as long as you're famous in something, you can, Hollywood will give you money to make a stupid ass movie.
Yeah, Julian should do a stream wearing the bunny costume. Or wearing a bunny costume.
I mean, that's all Tom Green's shtick was just like fucking, being outrageous and shit. I mean, like...
Wasn't that all of Jackass's shtick as well?
Yeah,
but they were doing it to each other more than
Yeah,
to the
but I
audience.
mean, like,
they were doing, like,
the whole thing
they
was
were doing
just
it
to be
random people,
outrageous.
And, like, the only thing that they share in common is that, you know, like, where Bam would fucking terrorize his parents on the show.
I will say in terms of
Tom Green also terrorized his
Jackass,
parents,
like,
but...
if you ever been friends with idiots, right?
But
like,
Bam
and
Margera did...
dumb shit, like, you get it.
But Bam Margera didn't fucking, like, put, like, crude porn on his parents' car.
On one of the movies, one of them shoved a car up their ass.
And Julian's like, I do that on a Friday night. What the hell are you talking about? That's
In
not
one movie,
impressive.
They literally in one movie, they literally fucking butt chugged beer.
The butt chug. Oh, you know, I don't want to go into the really gross stuff because
Get down. That's my food. Go away.
Wait, you have food?
Oh, I have jerky.
Oh. I thought you had good food.
Okay, I started eating this when I was on break, and I'm finishing it. Now I gotta close this thing because Tia's getting all curiosity's getting the better of her.
can cats eat jerky? Like, can they chew it long enough to?
I have no idea, and that's why I'm not even trying to.
I could eat shit, dude. Proof people are disgusting. I will still watch. Doesn't mean it was the right or good way to do it, according to Surge.
Give me.
See, what he thought was funny, because Tom Green is a demented individual who thinks literally taping a baby's umbilical cord to him, which he got from literally swinging a freshly born baby around over his head like a fucking lasso.
I kind of gotta watch this movie.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that would kill the baby if that was real.
Of course, but you know, it's like, of course, but it's not real.
Well, yeah, like,
God damn you! Not you, this monster.
I don't like this mission.
Alright, good night, Al. Alpha.
Night, Alpha.
You don't
Stay
like
safe
this
from the
mission.
machine guns.
I gotta throw sticky stuff at chickens and catch them with nets.
Like, have fun during quarantine. Enjoy Lupin. Let me know what you think about it.
Oh my god. Well, at least I can't be stunned right now.
Get back here, you bastard!
I think one other anime I need to watch soon is Laid Back Camp. Like, that one's a nice one that would be good to watch currently. Like, to just remember the good old days.
Finally.
Boom!
Gia, stop!
Take
Stop
that.
licking Daddy's hand.
She just wants to show you how much she loves you.
No, it's because she smells meat on my hand.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure she smells it all the time on your hands.
Shut up.
It's a dick joke! Wop, 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 wop.
Thank you, Omni, for mentioning it, Victor.
Well, I gotta hype you guys
Yeah.
up sometimes. That's what I'm here for! Oh god.
I can't say that.
True.
Yo, oh no! Don't do this! Okay.
Do it. Kill him. I mean, what?
I love Zenogre, but he's so hard.
I'm sure he is.
Phrasing.
Oh, come on, you're so angry. Just because I shot you into a wall doesn't mean you have to be this mad.
I will now purposely avoid Steampunk Chronicles.
Evergirl is advertising an anime called God of High School, and I can only think of Sasuke Habanero.
There's an inside joke between me and Serge, and I'll tell you. I did a whole anime intro, because there's so many tropes and all this weeb shit, and the protagonist of my anime, he goes like, "Hey guys, it's me. My name is Sasuke Habanero, and I'm gonna be the king of high school." And that's his whole shtick.
God. Fun fact, God of High School is actually not Japanese. It's a manhwa. So it's Korean.
Yeah, but is he gonna be the king of high school? I don't think so.
No. Yeah, but it's a Korean web novel. Or, web series. I read, like, the first few chapters and, like, really thought it was boring.
Oh, am I gonna get my first KO? I sure am. Luna, are you playing? No. Okay, there's another Luna who's about to join my quest.
I'm like, no, I'm not playing.
I was like, when did you start playing this?
Don't tell Scott that I hacked his account. No,
That Marge is talking about.
Also, some Korean dude's about to join. Oh, sir,
Is the anime out yet?
Some Japanese person joined earlier, and I was talking Japanese to them.
Yeah, he was talking
Moonspeak.
Moonspeak.
Don't.
On the moon, what, man, what did those dudes from Aqua Teen Hunger Force say? Like, I'm sticking, I hope you can see this, because I'm sticking it as hard as I can. It's just him flipping them off from the moon.
Yeah. I hope you can see this, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Yeah. Okay. We are going to go back to camp so that
Does he speaks anime really well?
Is the anime out yet, though? I don't know if it is.
Yeah, when I speak anime, you call me Habanero-kun.
And a lot of
I'm gonna
those,
be the king of high school.
like, because they've made a few other ones, like, a few of those other manhwas into, animes, and they're typically, like, one episode that's, like, 40 minutes long, and that's it.
Alex is also speaking very good Japanese. Scroll up for evidence.
I don't know, we didn't have
something
anyone
about
here
you,
to
Julian.
judge how good he was speaking, so...
There was some kanji used that I did not recognize.
I'm still in queue. I'm still waiting to queue for
Oh,
fucking
Julian, to
50-50.
me, you're always gonna be cute.
It's like I can't even get mad at that.
Son of a bitch with the lance poked me. Don't poke me.
Well, then maybe you should have, what is it, flinch free or whatever. Oh, Alex is using that Google Translate again.
Yeah, Jurin wa tori tori ga daisuki desu. I don't know what tori tori is. But
I recognize
he's saying you love
Daisuke
it.
Desu. Again, that comes from hentai.
Yeah, tori tori is a katakana, so it's like he's like an onomatopoeia of some sort.
This mission sucks.
Ah!
I do not like this mission at all.
God fucking damn it! Ugh.
Oh god, this mission's so
Oh
bad.
my god. Oh my god. I put it in Google Translator.
What is it?
Julian loves Triton.
He
Oh.
gives trailers?
Triton.
Julian loves Triton.
He does.
Triton. Oh.
That's a true
Julian
statement.
wa Toraikon guy
Yeah.
ga daisuki desu.
I was reading it as tori tori instead of tori ton. My
Yeah.
apologies.
I mean, Alex is speaking truth, though. Oh, he said something else.
What? Fire or water are seeking? Or something about the sea. I'm pretty sure that's the kanji for water.
He's gonna live under the sea. That's Umi.
Yeah, or underwater. I think he's saying you're
Julian,
somewhere.
Julian to Toraikon wa aini.
Oh, they're in love?
Forever.
Yeah, in love forever. Man, Alex is really good at Japanese.
Yeah, Omni's like failing horribly.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I can't keep up.
I'm gonna kill someone there.
He's still counting. If you were gonna kill somebody, you would have killed them at work, to be fair.
My god, this mission sucks.
Look at you. You're so cute. Daddy loves you.
Thunder or water? Probably waterproof. No, we won't. That's a dumb idea. Thunderproof. Hachi. Did you do the kanji for 8? Trite, Alex?
Oh, I recognize that. I know that one. I know my numbers 1 through 10.
Yeah. Moon is over here rocking the Rajang heavy bowgun and the stupid Kulu mask. Serge says, I feel like One Piece lost its story a long time ago.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah, well,
he's known where he wants to go with this for a long time. Like, he planned out the entire series, and then, like, just planned it to be really long.
oh my god.
They lost me after that.
But I'll definitely be happy,
I
like,
forgot
once it's
where the
over.
snow area is called again.
The snow area. Which snow area?
The
Like, that's
one
pretty
after
vague.
The one after the time.
Do they still use the rap song as the theme song?
No.
Can they?
No, that was the 4 Kids demo.
No, that was the 4 Kids thing.
Yeah, but can they?
No.
Please?
Unfortunately, that is,
Can they-
like, under legal issues.
Can they do it for Daddy? If Daddy wants it. Daddy gets what he wants.
I don't know if
Do it for
Like-
Daddy?
I think he got mad money and then planned it to be long. I don't know, according to him, like, he had planned the entire series from the beginning. And if you look at some of his art books, it kind of, like, stands up to that to an extent. because
Alex, I keep reading
like
that Steamboat Chronicles. Can you start writing it as Steamboat Chronicles, please?
like
I would
in
appreciate it.
early stuff when they were in East Blue, which is the first story arc of the game or the anime, like he was already doing stuff from near the time skip, which is a little more current.
Yeah, that's when all the butt stuff happened.
Yeah, of course. It's all about that Nami butt.
There is a lot of merchandise for Nami. Like, even I know who that is, and I don't even watch the show.
I know her kanji. Like, I can recognize her kanji.
Yeah, from all the dojins.
No, from Pixiv. But, because you have to know kanji in order to search on there. No, there's actually official licensed merch for Nami that actually
Good
lets
night,
her go
Daniel.
topless. Night, Daniel.
No, I mean, I'm afraid I can't just fix Steamboat Chronicles that way. I can respect that.
But yeah, no, I love my topless Nami figure. It's great. I also have my gender bent Luffy figure and my gender bent Law figure. And a lot of the different characters in bathing suits. I own a lot of One Piece figures.
Massive tits too.
Who?
Gender bent law. Does he have massive tits too?
Of course.
Like
It's an anime, Julian.
Know how to not make massive tits at this point.
It's an anime, Julian. Of course they do. But I also have my. If anyone knows what High School DxD is, I have a figure from there.
I know the King of High School is.
What?
His name is Sasuke Habanero.
Yeah.
Sasuke Habanero.
But no, Rios Gremory from that series. I have a figure of her, and it's got squishy boobies.
You don't have one. You don't have a figure with actual real fishnets on them for stockings, do you?
What?
You don't have one of those figures. Scott sounds like Scott's one of those people who get the figurines with like real fishnet stockings on them.
No. That shit's expensive. I ain't doing that. No, the Rios with the tiny, or the squishy boobies was like 120. And that wasn't that bad. But that was also when I was making like 350, 400 a week, so... Like, it was pretty easy for me to be like, oh yeah, 120? Sure.
Oh my god, don't you kill me. Are you seriously gonna do this to me?
Oh, I have
You're not
to
gonna like this.
defend for a set amount of time. Oh, okay.
If I could make a solid dual blade set with earplugs, that would be really fun.
Yeah.
This stopping me in the middle of my combos is really annoying.
I'm surprised you haven't, in all honesty.
Well, I made my... The sets that I've made are really, like, min-max for DPS. So they're crazy strong that way, but they're not very comfortable.
Right.
So I'd have to put some effort. Also, to get the final level of Earplugs Charm, like, I need to do more tempered hunts in the Guiding Lands.
Yeah.
God damn the material, like, grinding. Like, this is Monster Hunter. Like, I can't complain that much, but...
That reminds me. I have a Monster Hunter that I want to play with people, but I don't know if I can anymore. So I was looking through, like, I was on my Vita, looking through, like, games I own. And I have Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on there. From the PSP.
I don't know if those servers are still open.
I have no idea, like, I haven't played it yet.
Most of the PSP servers are dead. for stuff.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know, like, because it got ported to the Vita. Like, the Vita put it on their eShop. I'm like, I don't know. Because I know obviously you can still play locally at that point, but...
I know that on the 4G on the DS is still going. And the same thing on the Switch. But man, going back to those older Monster Hunters is a trip. You either love it or you do not.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. Let's see, because like, I really, like, it was free. Back when PlayStation Plus was doing free Vita games with it as well. Like, that was one of the months for free. This Monster Hunter Freedom Unite.
Saying you can mod a Vita real easy. It's not about the mod, it's about the community. Like, are there people to play online with?
Yeah. Because even if it's like still set up, I don't like servers are still set up. I don't know if anyone's actually still playing. Like, it'd be cool if people were, but I have no idea.
You can bootleg a server too. Sergio, your time in coding has made you overly confident.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Unless you're talking about kidnapping a waitress, in which case I'm way ahead of you.
I had an issue with my Vita 2 because apparently there's some kind of overflow issue if you put in a memory card that's like too big.
God.
Where it just glitches out and freaks out. And then like none of the games start anymore and everything else, and the only way to fix it is to wipe the entire thing and reset it.
Oh, we did it. Okay.
Which sucked. It's like I lost all of my PSP data on that.
I'm sorry, dude. Alex says that's one thing I always loved about Sony handhelds. They were easy to crack. Let me tell you a story about cracking a PSP. My first and only PSP that I ever had. I was playing that Final Fantasy Crisis Core game on there, and I was having a pretty good time. And I made it almost to the end, and then I like put it on my entertainment center, right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave that there for now. It's gonna charge. I'm gonna have some fun. And I found a yo-yo, and so I was like, I'm gonna spin this yo-yo around. And I started spinning my yo-yo around, and then it flew off the string. And I was like, that sucks. It must have been a cheap yo-yo, right? But then when it landed, it made like a loud crack, and I found it on the floor, and I was like, it's not broken. That's weird. And then I, continued to play with the yo-yo for a while, and then I was like, okay, I think my PSP is charged. I'm gonna go ahead and make make some progress there. And I looked at my PSP, and the screen was shattered to shit. So yeah, that's how it's easy to crack a PSP for me, and I never got another one.
My PSP tried to kill me because the battery almost exploded.
Oh.
Yeah, like I went to play the PSP because I haven't played the PSP in a while. Let's do it. And then like I look at it, I'm like, the back is bulging. Why is the back bulging?
It's because you were rubbing those triggers the right way, man.
Yeah. So then it was like, yeah, battery's about to burst, so I had to take that down to Best Buy to dispose of the battery.
Oh shit, is that a real story on me? Hell yeah. I tell no lies.
And I finally bought a new battery for the PSP, I just haven't put it in yet. Because they're only like $10.
Sorry, bro. It's no big deal. I'm pretty sure I bought the PSP used, and I really only bought it so that when I was in Japan I had something to do. So I had like a tower defense game, and I had the Japanese version of Birth by Sleep. And when I came back, I got Final Fantasy. And then after that, I was like, well, it's whatever. I'll move on.
I mostly use my my PSP for weeb things.
Yeah. I love the PSP. Never had a Vita. Always thought about buying it, but never did.
It's a really nice system. Like,
I have a Vita story too.
Oh god. Does it also involve a yo-yo?
No, this one's much sadder. I don't think it's as funny, but it's real shitty. I was a supervisor for gaming at Best Buy, right? And I was really good at my job and really responsible at my job. And when the Vita came out, they gave us a free demo unit, right? So we could walk around with it in our pockets and show it to people and really give people the features, right? And then, like, it just wasn't as popular. So other systems were coming out and we just put it to the side. And apparently what a lot of other supervisors and stores did was they just took the damn thing home. And Best Buy had already paid for it, and they didn't really care. So they were like, "Well, we don't have like a tracker on it or nothing. So yeah, it's just gone. We'll just call it a loss, whatever." But in my store, because I kept that thing in mint condition, it was where it was supposed to be. They were like, "We're just gonna go ahead and zero this out." I was like, "Can I have it?" And they're like, "No, policy doesn't let us do it." And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? I have like the best numbers in the district. Just let me have it." They're like, "No, we can't do that. That's not
great.
ethically responsible." I was like, "Man, fuck you guys." And then like weeks later, they got rid of my position, and then I became a whole thing. But that's my Vita story.
You could have at least stolen the Vita.
Bitches. I could have stole the whole damn thing. We had like 4 games with it, and like accessories and shit like that. Like, I could have done a whole lot worse. Alex, oh gee, that is a sad story. Hell yeah, it's a sad story, man. But to live in the sight of the angels, it's a price to pay.
I think honestly, one of the issues with the Vita was it had a very slow start because like there was not a lot of good games for it when it came out.
It was fun, and I could understand like pulling it out for a couple, like maybe an hour or 2, but nothing really caught my attention.
Like it took me a while before I picked up a Vita. And I feel the PSP had the same issue. Like a lot of the launch stuff just wasn't very good. And I mean, I know that's pretty standard for any console, but I think it hurts handhelds really bad when you don't have a good launch lineup.
More than others, for sure.
Yeah. Like a home console typically also has like other features that people are looking for. Especially nowadays where it's like, oh yeah, you know, I can stream like Netflix or YouTube or whatever onto from my PS4 or Xbox One, or like I can use it as a Blu-ray player versus like, okay, a 3DS or a Vita where it's like, no, this is just purely for video games, nothing more. It better have a good launch lineup.
I feel like
Play a bunch of PS1 games on my PSP, yeah. I play a lot on my PS Vita. Like a lot of PSP games and PS1 games are on my Vita.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like the 360 had a good launch lineup.
Yeah,
which I think it was one of
I think it had a solid launch lineup.
I'm looking at it right now. FIFA, Condemned, Call of Duty 2, which was huge at the time. Need for Speed Most Wanted, Perfect Dark Zero, King Kong, which surprisingly still holds up, and Quake.
You mean that Peter Jackson King Kong?
Yeah, dude.
So I have a story about that.
Uh-oh. What's your story with that?
So, if anyone knows the game Psychonauts, way back in the day, I was trying to get a PS2 copy of Psychonauts. So I ordered from one website. I bought a copy, and that game came with the case only, no game. The second one that I bought from, because it was only like a $10 game, so I wasn't going to go through the hassle of returning it. The second copy I bought came with a copy of Peter Jackson's King Kong in it instead of Psychonauts.
I remember less giant gorillas in Psychonauts, but I mean maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I opened the case and I'm just like, what the hell is this? Luckily, I knew the store manager at my local GameStop, and he gave me his copy of Psychonauts after hearing my story. Because he's like, I'm not playing it anymore, so here you go. But yeah, that copy of Peter Jackson's King Kong, I just kind of broke in half and threw in the trash.
Yeah. Oh, had you played it, you would have found that it was a pretty okay game.
It's not Psychonauts. It's not
It's
what I was
not.
wanting.
No, not by a long shot.
I own multiple copies of Psychonauts as well. Psychonauts is great. Like, I originally played it and beat it on the Xbox. Like, I rented it and, like, played through it on Xbox. And then years later, I was like, well, let me get a PS2 copy. And you saw how well that worked out. And then, when it got onto PS4, I went and bought a PS4 copy, like, digitally. And then Limited Run Games did a physical copy of the digital PS4 version, so I bought that as well.
Albatross.
I need to do 2 more quests and I'll be done with these weeklies.
You know one Xbox game, original Xbox game, that I loved and wished would get another game in its series is Jade Empire.
Yeah.
Like, I loved Jade Empire.
Not enough people. Also, I think BioWare is doubling down on Anthem, so we'll see how that looks in a year.
That's good. I mean, I think it just needs some work. Jade Empire rolled. Yeah, Jade Empire was such a good game, and I'm happy it's backwards compatible so I can play it on the Xbox One, but...
Yeah, so people that
like,
have played it loved it, but like I don't think enough people played it to...
No, and even then, I admit that I played it late, and, like, late in its life. Because, I mean, granted, I was a kid with no job, and, like, in high school, so... I only got games when they were either really cheap, or, like, during a holiday or birthday or whatever. So I picked it up when it was used. For, like, $10 or something like that. But I had rented it beforehand. Like, I rented it from Blockbuster. And I loved it. Like, I played through it all, beat it in the week that I had, and then was like, no, I need to buy this game. Came out late in the original Xbox life cycle, and I think that hurt a bit. Yeah, I could see that. Typically when a game comes out late in a life cycle, like of a system, it can be a good or bad thing for that game. Because, like, God of War was late in the life cycle of PS2, but it was able to come through it. Versus, like, a smaller game franchise. Like, unfortunately, I don't think Jade Empire appealed to the mass gaming audience as much as God of War, because it didn't have tits and violence and all that. It was actually just a good story with good gameplay.
I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember a lot of that game outside of the intro area. But I know I beat it.
Like, it was a lot of fun. I liked a lot of the choices you could make. I liked a lot of the different character play styles, like that you could play through the game multiple times, essentially, just as different, like, styles, and the game changed a bit when you did. Like, overall, I just really enjoyed that game. It was very solid.
Oh. Ow. Oh, I forgot. Is Julian here?
Yeah, he's just really quiet.
I am here.
Okay.
I just have nothing to add really right now.
Oh. How's your bunny suit coming? Can you send me pics?
I already got it.
Yeah. No, Omni. His pics are on his OnlyFans page.
Oh. He offered me a 20% discount, but I mean, in this economy.
Which, fun fact, OnlyFans has seen like a 7 or 8% increase.
Dude, if you're on TikTok, like, every girl's getting an OnlyFans, and I'm not paying for a single one of them. But good luck. Like, more power to all the dudes that do. Those girls gotta pay their bills too. And fucking feet pics are a-booming.
Why feet pics?
Because dudes are perverts, man. You know this.
Yeah, but who gets off on that?
People who like feet.
What kind of weirdo likes feet?
I don't know.
Like, that's just mentally disturbed.
cat in my...
Ah!
Alright, let me level up some characters real quick.
Oh, whatever. Are you kidding me?
No.
Alright, me and this person has got to stick together because otherwise we are going to not get anything done.
Why? What happened?
It's just me and this other person fighting a Barioth, and if you any of these tiger wyverns, like they change aggro really quickly. So like you have to stick together, otherwise it'll just be jumping everywhere and nobody will get anything done. And this Hayase dude is like running away from me like at every turn. So Barioth is just jumping between us.
Barioth. I freaking hate that thing.
It sucks. It totally sucks.
Like,
It's also why it's one of the more
just
popular
garbage.
ones.
Having to solo that twice for that stupid Guild Palace Lance. It's horrible. I mean, that Lance
No,
looks
don't
amazing, but...
Flash it! It's standing still, you idiot! Oh my god. I'm helping somebody with like a story mission. It's like early on when you fight your first Barioth, and
Oh.
it's like, Jesus, dude. Come on.
Why are you helping someone with Barioth?
I need to do 2 quests in the Hoarfrost Reach, and I was like, well, I'll just help this person.
I mean,
get
fair
my
enough.
Bounty.
I think they also made it to where you can get the special rewards for helping people in early
Yeah.
Hoarfrost Reach now, like early Iceborne.
Ow. Hopefully I'll get something nice. Gourmet voucher or something.
I'm gonna play through some story missions in a minute. Because I've accomplished what I was trying to accomplish in these missions. I have now officially unlocked every character.
Congratulations.
Good
Thanks.
job.
What?
That wasn't even required for Platinum Trophy, but I did it.
Oh.
But he did it anyway, ladies and gentlemen. He did it anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna play a game like this and not have every character available to me. I mean, that's pretty much why I buy season passes for fighting games. Because I'm like, no, I want every character. Every one of them.
Give it all.
Although I need to buy Soul Calibur 6 Season Pass 2. Which that came out with new DLC today.
Oh,
'Cause
my
they-
favorite fighting game, DOA 6, like the Team Ninja or Koei Tecmo, they're like, we're done with this game. So it's like real sad in the community right now.
Man, they quit early.
Yeah, DOA 5 had like
DOA
11
5 had
seasons of
like
DLC.
four versions of it, plus all the DLC.
Yeah.
Well, I'm scared to wait for the next 3 hours.
You gotta be at work in 3 hours?
No, I'm gonna be fucking out this stupid. I'm trying to do my roulette before I jump off, and I got caught up in this stupid AR. I got caught up in this stupid AR, the stupid fucking fight from AR, which I hate so much.
Wait, you're already getting off soon?
No. Oh, Frank, stop playing this game.
Oh. You were like, before I jump off, I'm trying to do this, and I'm like, oh.
No, I'm not gonna be up all night playing Final Fantasy again. But dude, I can't.
You will be once I hop back in.
Please stop. Please stop.
Sounds like you're having so much fun fighting that Barioth, that random guy.
Well, yeah, and then guess who showed up? That's right, our all favorite Viper Tobi Kadachi.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
He makes everything better. If I was
Gotcha,
playing
bitch.
Iceborne right now, I'd help you all out, but so that you'd have another competent person there.
We're getting there.
Although before I go to bed, I do need to log in and get that bonus.
Ow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start playing story mode and, well, free play mode after this mission, because I need to increase one specific character's affection, and the fastest way to do that's gonna be to play as the character. But said character is not at a level where I can take them to these difficulties, like this difficulty area. So that's not happening. I also feel like I'm losing my voice.
Ow. Get the hell off of me. Give me the chocolate.
You eat chocolate?
Do you ever see that Flash animation in Street Fighter? And there's the very famous quote that says, "Give me the chocolate."
Nope.
Okay, then I'll share that in the Not Safe for Work Discord later.
That works.
Yes, I would like some pancakes.
God, there was a GIF. I should have put it. I should have put it in the Not Safe for Work that I saw online, where this chick, like one chick was shoving a cucumber up the other chick's ass, and like sliced cucumbers were coming out of her vagina.
That's ridiculous.
Like, I found that amusing.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, dude. Really?
Would you use a flash pod on it while it's standing still again?
No. It's this Barioth. You won't stop being so aggressive.
That's Barioth!
I know.
That's why Barioth's such a pain. What set are you using against it?
Just my fire, like, my fire dual blades. It's fine when I get a chance to hit it, but it's like this other person, I can't rely on them.
What are they using?
A longsword.
No.
But they're not doing it right. Like, they should be so crazy aggressive and using the ki and all this other stuff. Also, I'm the only one tenderizing it, so I can't get any real damage.
Wait, why aren't they tenderizing?
Because they're pendejos.
I guess that makes sense. I'm guessing they're just too new to Iceborne and haven't bothered using any of the clutch abilities yet.
Maybe. Jeez, that side slam from Barioth is outrageous.
Like, I freaking hate Barioth. Then again, there's a lot of Iceborne monsters I hate fighting.
They're just strong.
Yeah. Well, like, I hate Tigrex. Because it's also super aggressive.
Yeah, these like gliding wyverns.
Yeah. Like or Nightshade Paloma, I don't mind as long as you toss on some sleep resistance. Same with even like Viper Toby, as long as you toss on like poison resistance, it's not too bad.
That breed of monster is really good for like hunting horns and hammers. You just whack them a lot. But like these ones, their patterns are so like everywhere, and if everybody
they're very erratic.
Page, it's such a pain in the ass.
That's my problem. Is they're just too much of a pain. Like I don't like dealing with them.
Did I pause? I think I accidentally paused the stream. Refresh.
No one's saying anything, at least over here.
Stupid cat. Get off my lap. I love you, but you need to get up.
Doesn't sound like doesn't sound like you love her.
Daddy loves you. Daddy can't deal with it.
I don't believe it.
Back in your part, back in the thing I made. Back in the bed I got you.
You definitely at first were like, no, I made this.
I said,
carved the wood and stitched the pillows.
No, I'm making her take more agency to sleep in it. Mostly it's just me putting catnip in it, and so she'll start
get her nice and high.
Well, technically that's what you have to do. You know, put something in. You know, put something that gives them familiar scent, and a little catnip doesn't hurt.
Give something with a familiar scent. Here, remember getting high? You love getting high, don't you?
Oh man, I don't think I saved it, but there's a TikTok I just watched where this girl was giving her cat a bath, right? And she was scratching its butt, and it came.
The fuck?
Yeah. Straight up. She's like scratching, you could hear it just go, meow, meow, and then it just started shaking really hard, and then she like moved her hand away, and then you just heard some drips of water, and it's like, oh shit, that cat just had an orgasm.
No, was it right at the base of the tail?
Yeah, right there.
Yep. That's an erogenous zone for cats. So she knew what she was doing.
So that happened. Oh, everybody was real surprised. Even in the comments, everybody's like, "What the hell's happening?" And people
see, you need to watch more cat girl hentai.
It came. I'm not gonna do that, Scott.
Fucking, what is wrong with you?
Well, I mean, that's how I know.
Can't
also,
shake my head.
When you have sex with a girl, please don't like vigorously scratch the small of their back. It's not gonna end well.
No, I saw this in hentai. You love it, I'm sure of it.
You're gonna love this. Watch.
You just don't know you love it.
Yeah, you're gonna trust me. I know your body. What? I know.
Like,
yeah, but that's a hell of a way to end the story. And then it came.
it was really surprising.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to do longer missions. Got it.
Oh snap! For helping this dude, I got a king armor sphere and a golden egg. It's
nice.
Good. It's pretty good. What? And it gave me a handicraft jewel? Okay. Sure.
Brain, that sounded a lot more dirtier than I expected.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, fucking! He's like, I give you a handicraft jewel. It's like, what the fuck?
No, Julian, not that type of handicraft.
Yeah, I need all the handies I can get at this point. Give me the chocolate.
I'll give you. Alex said, LMAO, I'll give you a handicraft.
Oh, for helping this fuckface, I landed back in Astera.
That sucks.
I hope nobody's a hemetophobe that's listening.
Where the fuck is Jacques Pui? Well, you see, he wanted to get laid.
Yeah, I've explained this many times. I have consumed Jacques. I have absorbed his power. He and I are one now, and I survived.
Makes sense to me.
Whatever.
It's like a really nerdy version of the Highlander.
There can be only one.
Yeah.
That's a weird Highlander movie.
God, whenever I say that, I can only, or hear it said, I can only imagine from Berserk Abridged. There can be only one. That's the Highlander, you dumb cracker.
Okay.
God, I love that.
Dumbasses. Griffith, put some pants on. Straight people are coming. Straight people are here.
God, there were so many great lines in that series. Then again, there was a lot of good lines in all of HBI 2K's Abridged series.
Oh no. I'm still kind of pissed that I didn't participate. That I didn't actually put more of an effort to participate in that when I found out they extended it.
What?
They extended the Garo event. I feel so stupid.
How's a Garo?
It's a more mature. It's a more adult. It's a more adult version of Kamen Rider. It's a Tokusatsu. It's more.
Oh,
instead of oriented at
I think I know what you're talking about.
teenagers. Yeah.
That reminds me. Guess what just came to Verve? Kamen Rider!
Brr.
Yeah, like Kamen Rider came to Verve now.
Oh boy.
Well, still here. You can
The original Kamen Rider. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just leveling up a few characters right now.
How dare you?
Because certain characters have special skills that you can unlock for use for everyone. And I'm seeing if anyone has good ones, and if they do, like, grabbing those up.
Oh, I should probably eat, right? That's a good idea, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Oh. Went the wrong way to get that skill.
Food is, overrated. Like pants.
It's true. Oh,
I mean,
I really did. I haven't put on like a real pair of pants in like almost 2 weeks. I didn't even realize it. I was like, oh, it's being in shorts just felt so natural.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm in right now. Although I have left the house at occasionally get points.
Okay, youngster Joey's, calm down. You get it, you love shorts.
They're so comfy and easy to wear, though.
Is that a Pokemon reference?
Yes.
They're so comfortable, easy to wear. It's like, fucking goddamn.
No, I pushed the wrong button.
Why am I not surprised?
Can I... Is this link gonna work?
Never.
Oh, you have to download it? What am I downloading?
The
Wait,
hell?
did I queue for leveling? Oh my god, I didn't want to do that.
Oh, I should probably not be looking at this.
What are you looking at, porn?
It's basically porn.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, I could just tell you, but it really deserves to be seen.
Oh my.
I found a version of it on Newgrounds, but oh man, this thing poisoned me immediately.
Oh no.
I haven't been to Newgrounds in so long.
Jesus, this toxic is so strong.
I don't know what New I was gonna do when everyone stopped using Flash.
Well, I tried to click on the link even now, and it was like, you don't, like, Flash is blocked. And I was like, man, fuck
Yeah.
you.
At the end of this year, Flash is gonna be obsolete.
I don't like that everybody liked my sex joke so much, it makes me sad.
Okay, cool. That was all I needed for that. Skill set. Instead of bounty hunter, I want... where is it?
That's no fun for you.
Cat burglar. That's what I want instead of that. Coin collector. And this one can be... concentration.
I love how we all have devolved into silence and doing our own things.
Well, I'm trying not to get death by poison against this.
Well, I mean, I'm still
thing.
streaming. Like,
I know, but it's like, that's why I'm commenting about it.
okay. Well, I actually had to focus to put on the right things. Because I do not like using this character. But I have to use this character.
Fucking buggy.
Yeah, because the way this game works is when you rank up characters, like it's 1 through 5, and then there's bonus, which the gauge still fills up after 5, and it just will give you a special coin that you need, and then like resets, and then you can fill it back up to get another one, and continually.
Do I have?
And I need those special coins in order to unlock basically the level cap for a character. So I have to use this character that I don't like in order to break a level cap.
Oh my god, why is it every time I look, every time someone talks about One Piece or you or Jack are playing some One Piece related thing, I keep thinking about stupid quotes from fucking, Grand Battle.
You made me waste my energy. It's still one of my favorite quotes.
Nope.
Oh yeah, did you talk about how they gave Sandy a random New Yorker
A
accent
lollipop?
for no reason? They gave Andy had a New Yorker accent for no reason in that show.
Yeah. I mean, they gave him the same accent Joey Wheeler had.
They did Joey Wheeler. Happy trousers.
Oh my god.
Also playing with One Piece Grand Battle, like Usopp was broken as hell. Shuriken shooting stars. Shuriken shooting stars. Shuriken shooting stars. Sure, shooting stars.
Sure, I can shooting stars. Sure, I can.
You gotta love a long-range attack that knocks the enemies back even farther in a fighting game.
Wolg, now is not the time.
Now is always the time for Wolg.
How they gave Robin gave Robin a fucking what they made her sound southern.
Yeah, that's probably because she wore a cowboy hat, so they were like, oh, she's clearly southern.
Where are you looking?
Come on.
Oh, that reminds me, Juliet.
Are you?
So this game skips quite a bit of the plot and like just summarizes it.
Oh, jeez.
Because the first, like, you immediately go straight to Alabasta. Like, all of the East Blue is just a cutscene. Like,
what?
yeah, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, like, you know, all this happened and that's it.
Out by it.
Huh?
Fucking tears are sitting there staring at me. It's like, no.
But yeah, and then once you do Alabasta, next is Water 7, and then it immediately jumps to Sabati and Impel Down, and then it goes to
Give me somebody
Whole Cake Island.
Love.
Like, they skipped a lot of the story arcs, and I don't blame them.
No.
But it also means that a lot of those characters that were playable in other ones aren't playable anymore.
No more Kuro? No.
No. No more Kuro, Don Krieg.
Who cared about Don Creek?
He was fun to play with.
No waffle.
Did you send it? Oh my.
No waffle. No.
Mike,
Yeah, no Wobble. They skip Wobble.
I don't know, I need to save these idiots.
I'll give Big Buggy one good thing is that his ability like destroys like crowds of enemies.
Chop chop buggy.
No, god damn it. I couldn't do the right tackle because if I did it, I would have got hit by a Paratoad.
It's the characters you least expect to be field clearers, I swear.
Yeah, it's only the one skill he has that's a good field clear, but it's a decent field clear. He sucks at one-on-one bosses though.
Somebody's eating an apple.
Or an onion.
Or
How
an
dare
onion.
you? How dare you mock my apple? Leave my apple alone.
I don't know. Our apples went bad, so we fed them to the rabbit outside.
I literally bought this one apple just to eat.
We also have to go grocery shopping so we can get more carrots for the rabbit.
It'd be weird if you bought it just to fuck it.
Hey, hey, hey.
No,
He
but I
shoved
wanted
other
a
things up
apple.
his ass.
Whoa, fucking shut up. I bought this one apple just to eat one apple. It's like I don't fast buy food. Except
Walmart is really good about that. Like when I worked there, that was on my lunch. I'd always buy like a piece of fruit, which was nice. I'm paralyzed. Oh, I guess I can't make it go faster.
Hello, what?
I also did that thing where like I would take the fruit to self checkout and I would put a code that's cheaper than the fruit I was buying. So eat dicks.
I'm going to admit
Waltons.
that one time I did that. One
great.
time between paychecks, I'm like, I want a donut, but I don't feel like paying for a donut. So I'm gonna put in the bread code that makes it 20 cents.
Hell yeah.
But
It's
now
gonna be so long to get him up to freaking levels I need. Like that tiny little gauge. That's all I have so far.
Why is Smoker in your crew points?
Any character that fought on your side.
Well, that's when you gotta go to the karaoke and bring out the ya-yo. Right?
Dreaming.
Don't give it up, Luffy.
Stop.
I mean, say what you will about 4Kids, but they made some catchy theme songs.
Why in the hell did I... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Wait, no, I bought that because I got bored. Stupid me. I've actually been trying to learn how to play King of Fighters.
Which King of Fighters? 14?
Yeah. It was on sale for...
I like it. I need to buy the... Well, actually, I haven't played since they updated the graphics.
It was on sale.
Because everyone complained, even though I didn't think that they looked bad.
Exactly. The only issue with the only thing that I kick about this is you still have to buy. You still can't get the D. You don't get all the DLC.
You don't get the
characters.
D?
No, you don't get all the DLC characters with the anniversary collection that they had on sale for this last month. You get a bunch of costumes. Like you can get Kyo and Iori's like older costumes. It's like yay. And then I booted up Soul Calibur 6 again yesterday.
Did you download the new Samurai Showdown character?
Yes, I haven't played as Horimaru yet.
I need to actually play Samurai Showdown.
I have no interest. I remember playing it on the random SNK collection thing I got, but I regret getting rid of. Why do I get rid of these things that suddenly cost money? Glad I rebought Capcom Fighting Evolution before it became rare.
I liked Capcom Fighting Evolution.
And then it didn't. Capcom Fighting Evolution.
It was very interesting.
The only time I'm ever going to play is play anything Reddit related.
Yeah.
Because fucking, it's like, it's the only, because fucking move over frickin' Darkstalkers fans. Reddit's fans have been neglected for longer than you.
Well, I think Red Earth only got one game, so...
They're in the same thing as Power Stone people. It's like they're mentioned by only the most diehard of people.
I really want a new Darkstalkers, though. Like, I'd buy it.
Plenty of people say
I'd buy it day one.
Say they buy it, but Capcom has no faith in it. Even
I mean, I
though,
bought the other
they're
Dark Souls, like, on the
running
PS3. I also bought the PSP one, Chronicles Chaos Tower.
Look, you don't know what people say. I don't know what I'm talking about when I say freaking Street Fighter 5 is dark and bad. It's like, no, it's not very good, everybody. Street Fighter 5 is like the most minimal of it's like freaking at least.
Street Fighter 5 isn't bad.
I just don't.
What's wrong with Street Fighter 5?
I just have no appeal in it. It's like at least number 4. It's like, okay, so and then the art style just bugs me. It's like weird. It's like, what is this art style? It's like it's cell shaded, but it's also not. And it's like it makes them look like they have claymation faces.
Am I done with this now?
Julian, is it
weird,
because Zangief isn't hot enough for you?
And also the weird watery paint effect is kind of stupid. Actually, a lot of people love Ryu more than ever now. Apparently, because he has like fucking like facial hair and shit.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a
but
facial hurt costume.
is your like hatred of Street Fighter V because you don't think Zangief looks as hot now?
No, I don't give it. I really don't give a shit. But
I
really don't
like
give a
it.
shit. You
I'm
know,
just not
to be honest,
good
I
at
never
it.
really. To be honest, outside of Zangief, Abel, at one point Guile, but then I got with him. It's like, nah, he's not actually as attractive as I thought he was. And I forget one of the other characters. I forget some of the other ones. But you know, it's like, nah. None of them hold the candle to Marduk from Tekken.
We all know who the
Marduk?
hottest.
The
Marduk.
purple pants dude?
Yes.
Oh.
The purple and green pants dude.
God.
Now in number 4, it's like, no, he has that weird. Number 4, one of his alternate costumes, he has this weird long hairstyle.
Wait,
It's weird.
isn't he the father of someone?
No.
Julian calls him daddy, but I don't think that's
Oh,
the
I'm
answer
sure
to
of
the
that.
question.
Shut up. But no, I don't think he's anybody's father.
I could have sworn he was. He was like one of the chick's fathers.
I don't think so.
Are you thinking of Bass from
No.
DOA? Because he's Tina's dad.
Maybe they look similar.
Up there, ew.
But no, I could have sworn it was Marduk.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know. I can't search Tekken lore right now.
Marduk has any relations to any characters in this game.
Yeah, I mean I could be wrong in just thinking of the one from DOA, but like I could have sworn he was at least related to someone. Because I think it was in like DOA or Street Fighter
Tekken?
or Tekken 5. Sorry, Tekken 5.
Let's see. I'll break your face. Look.
I will break your face. I'm gonna delete Street Fighter from my PS4 because I have it on my PC now, and on my PC I have that most recent edition. With all
PC, you have nude
reason
mods.
See?
But in fucking Street Fighter 5, he has this like fucking he has like this goatee beard thing. It's fucking
Who?
Marduk. It's like, oh my god.
You mean in Tekken 7?
Tekken 7.
Because you
Wait.
said Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5. Oh, goddamn. I'm thinking about one thing and then I got kind of. Let's see here. Of course, they've gone through 100 different voice actors. They go through 100 voice actors. Except the Japanese, it tends to stick to the same one. Sometimes. What the fuck is TJ Storm? That's not a name.
TJ Storm is my porn name.
He brings the rain
He voiced Edge
and
Master
the
in Soul
thunderclap.
Calibur 5. Huh.
He voiced the Edgelord.
Oh, anyway, let's see here.
Excuse me.
No, Craig Marduk has no.
Okay, so I guess I was just confusing him with the dude from DOA because he looks similar.
Big burly dude with short hair.
Yeah. Basically the same character.
Although I think Bass has some wilder throws.
Could be, but as far as Julian's like will fuck list, I'm sure they're the same.
Oh, Sonic
Oh,
Forces
Armor
is
King,
on,
there it is. Oh right, Armor King.
It's on
Not
PS
Normal
Plus.
King. Not Normal King.
Yeah, Sonic Forces and Shadow of the Colossus. Both good
I have
games.
Shadow. I should probably stream Shadow of the Colossus.
Normal
I never
King.
beat the remastered.
I'd watch that. The remaster apparently changes some stuff. Like quite a few things.
I remember playing through like the first 4 Colossi. I was like, this is a gorgeous game. This is wildly pretty. So if you have like a really nice TV or monitor or something, like crank those settings up.
Okay, now I need to look at. Since I'm already on this, I need to look up fucking this goddamn fucking. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. This game marketing itself to black people again. Like when they put Snoop Dogg stuff in tag.
Oh, the newest fighter?
Yes, fucking Leroy Smith. Okay.
Oh, he's the second one. There's another one newer than Leroy.
Leroy
half a century ago.
Strong.
Okay, let me read this. Nearly half a century ago, a young man named Leroy Smith lost his entire family to violence in New York. Many years passed. Amidst Leroy's quest, a gang lord familiar
Batman.
with the old days informed Leroy that it was the Mishima Zaibatsu that was behind the war that tore the city apart. Surprised that the mega conglomerate currently waging a war to split the world in two was also responsible for the atrocities committed so long ago, Leroy nonetheless resolved to eradicate the corporation if it truly was behind all the evils he had seen. Carrying out his quest, he decided to enter the King of Iron Fist tournament, which was organized by the Mishima Zaibatsu itself.
Dad, you gotta love how batshit insane Tekken's plot is.
It's like the fucking Mishima Zaibatsu.
Yeah, some Yakuza group basically was responsible.
New York gang war.
Yeah.
Is there something the Mishima Zaibatsu aren't fucking dealing with?
They're basically like Umbrella at this point. Like, they're just doing everything.
His dog's name is Sugar.
Yeah. Oh, his dog is a move. You can send your dog out to attack the.
What is he, Renoa?
Also, there was a glitch that made it like unparryable. So like, or like even if you did a parry just move and the dog came out, the dog would still come out and it would still hit you.
God,
like, Leroy has been crazy, like bugged and strong in general.
Leroy has can wear the Heihachi diaper. Oh my god. Why did he get that?
I'm pretty sure Julian has looked at this point whether Marduk can wear the Heihachi diaper.
I don't really know, because the Heihachi diaper is one of those fucking weird fundoshi.
Fundoshi?
Yeah, the fundoshi.
Yeah, I hate those things. I'm not a fan of fundoshis.
Why, Julian? Like it puts their penis right there.
The reason I like them is because I call them fundoshis. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you can have a lot of fun with them.
Thank you.
Oh, that was terrible.
Thank you, everybody. Tip your waitresses. Or your servers. Whatever.
I'm hoping my server still has a job when I get back there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so can we talk about how this new random guy pretty much took Bruce's spot in fucking in Tekken?
Did you just say Moose's spot?
Bruce's spot.
Are you talking about martial law?
No. The new guy the new DLC character they just recently released. I'm trying to remember his freaking name. It's crazy. His name is like fucking. Let's see. I'm trying. Fakumra.
Fuck you, Rock.
Fucking Sagat looking motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he's like Samoan. I just found it as well. Fakumra.
Yeah, this fucking Sagat looking motherfucker who took Bruce's place as the fucking Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, his did you see his trailer? Like his announcement trailer? It's pretty rough, man. Like he beats the shit out of Marduk.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Why would Julian watch it if he beats the shit out of Marduk?
Well, I mean, there's no way
like the whole time Julian would just be like, no, fuck this.
I can't tell how much
Marduk would kick his ass.
This guy's crazy amounts of muscular to the point where it's scary. So it's kind of hard to be hot for somebody who looks like they kind of break.
I could see Julian watching it and be like, and then they kiss.
Yeah, this dude is like a fetish material. Like, that's how muscle he is. Like,
yes, it's like outrageous. Fucking. It's like he's so outrageous. It's kind of scary. It's kind of freaky. No.
Watch, I'll post it in the Discord. A picture. It's not a full body picture. I forgot I said we should get sponsored by him. It's really hilarious.
Sponsored by hentai?
By Hims.
Oh.
The ED pills.
I wouldn't know what those are since my penis works correctly.
No, not mine, man. I fucking have to swing it and attach it to like a car battery. Like, fuck, I need all the help I can get.
But can you pick up weights with it?
Who is this fucking? It's like I want to know this man's backstory.
Yeah, did you see the Justice League cartoon movie, like Justice League War?
No.
He's only been released for a few days. He's only been out for
He has like all of the tattoos.
He's only been out for like let's see, a week. He's been out for a little bit over a week.
The reason I bring up the Justice League thing is because in that cartoon style, they made the dudes like upper bodies outrageously huge, like even bigger than like the Bruce Timmiverse. And this dude looks exactly like those characters, like his super tiny waist and like just an explosion of skeleton above everything above his waist. Like, look at him, it's outrageous.
Yeah, I glanced at it. It's like, God. Like his pecs and up are just like gigantic, and everything else just looks like not proportionate at all.
Yeah,
this is not a real person.
Like, it is fetish material. It's gotta be, man. Like, Harada is like out of his fucking mind, man.
It's like, this is not a real person. This is the most unreal person.
He was like, "What can I make to appeal to women? Oh, let's try this."
The muscles.
I still love how they did. I still how it's like, Julia Chang. What's her character now? She's a streamer hipster girl. Yay.
Yeah, it was really weird because I thought, I mean, when I first played her, I liked playing as her, and then I was like, oh, she's Native American. I can't really see it, but alright, whatever. And it came back, I was like, oh, okay, so her character's she's a streamer now.
Like, right. And I don't like that because, like, literally they were going with more of, like, a conservationist type of character for her. Like, she cared more about the environment and protecting nature, things like that, not streamer hipster girl.
Fucking, but the thing is, that's the problem with Julia. She didn't really have a personality to begin with.
I don't think she's a
can't
hipster,
ruin a character when the character didn't really have much of character in the first place. It's like, besides, thank you, Spirits, it's like, what else do you remember her about?
That leather tank top she used to wear.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, that was memorable.
Mossican or whatever the hell it is.
It's like, the most character she had was when Tekken Tag 2, where they decided to make her a wrestler for some godforsaken reason.
They don't know what the hell they're doing with her, do they?
No.
No, they don't. They don't have all the characters that Tekken usually. It's like, I feel like they had an idea for Michelle, and then they suddenly just decided to get rid of Michelle for some reason, and then they put in Julia in her place.
Can we just bring back Jun Kazama?
Oh, Scott, we can't bring back Jun Kazama because she's dead.
But I like the little wolf spirit version.
We can't. No, we're not gonna bring that back either. We can't bring that back either. And you only like it because she's practically running around.
Actually, I thought it was really cool. And it was like really fun to play as.
Well, she was a mimic. Unless you chose June to be in the same team in Tekken Tag 1, then she would mimic June the entire time. But
I can't believe it's gonna cost me $20 to change my character.
See, and I don't get why it's costing you money, because like me and Joel were talking last night, like, I thought they gave you, like, Fantasia bottles and such.
If
like,
they
for
give you
different
one
things.
for free, I don't know how I'm supposed to get it.
like I said, you have to beat A Realm Reborn, and they give you one.
I did Realm Reborn.
Have you finished the main story?
I think I did.
If you've beaten the main story, you should have gotten one.
Where would
because they literally hand it to you once you beat the game. They literally hand it to you once you beat the story. When you beat the first half of Rumbleborn, when you beat the main story of Rumbleborn, they hand you a bottle of Fantasia, and then after that, you know, that's it.
And then it's gonna cost me $10 to change my name too.
Well, that you can't get.
That I can believe. Like,
that you can't get around. But
also, this is a situation that I need to get resolved. I need a home or a chest to put all my materials in, because like these
I don't
four
think
slots
you can get a home anymore.
like these 4 pages and my
like,
retainers aren't
everyone
enough.
filled up all the homes.
no, it's not. Well, the thing is, only thing you'd be able to, you can't. There is no extra chests or anything to put your stuff into, unless you start your own free company. But then you don't really have a lot of. You have to fucking have people to access community chests and shit like that. Have better access community chests. Learn a phrase that you have like, that's because of community chests normally. And then you have a chocobo. You have a chocobo saddlebag, which is another thing, but that fills up pretty quickly too. That's the thing about crafting. You have to, at one point, you're gonna have to get rid of a lot of shit. Literally, the only thing that you can do is literally add is adding more retainers to your what's it called?
Which is like an extra.
Adding more retainers to yourself, which adds $2 to your subscription.
Yeah, and you can have up to
for each
7.
retainer.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of money.
If you can, well, that's the problem. Some people actually do fucking care.
Yeah, but it's like, why not just have chests? Like,
yeah, just give me a home. Like, I'll pay for a, even if it was like, instead of $2 for a retainer, I'd pay $5 for a house. Just give me a fucking, well, first of all, they shouldn't be charging me for that anyway, but if you were going to, give me a house.
Once you get that's the whole thing. It's like, you could get an apartment, but it doesn't really give you, like, storage.
See, that's the problem. That's what we're talking about, is it should give storage.
Yeah, it's a room that I live in. I should be able to put stuff in there.
I mean, even Animal Crossing got that right.
I feel like that. Well, also, I feel like
what you can put.
Also,
they have storage.
120 slots. Like, come on, man.
Oh no, it upgrades as you upgrade the house. Mine's at like 500 and something.
Oh yeah, I've hit my limit.
But the whole.
So yeah,
the thing about
they do upgrade
that. I feel like Final Fantasy wants you to fucking only work on fucking one class at a time, no matter what it is.
Well,
because
even
like
if
once you make because even if you like once you make, it's like pretty much I have my fucking things are filled up and all I do is fight. I don't fucking,
yeah, but even then, like, even if you focused on one with all the crafting classes and such, you can't play through the game only as a crafting class. You have to actually.
I have, and I do.
Well, no, you have. You have to have something for fights.
I'll explain it to you. Well, like, yeah, because that's how you start the game. But like, here's the thing. When it comes to crafting, I started off as a weaver, right? And you can get only so far buying Moko grass and cotton balls from the store, right? Eventually, you don't have enough crystals, you don't have enough materials. So what do? You have to either get some from your friends, join a free company and take some, or if you want to get your own, you have to build up that class. So now I move over to the other guild, because they give you a good starting place, right? But then eventually you get to a point where you need something else from a different crafting class. So I became a miner so that I could get more crystals, but to get more crystals I need better gear, so now I have to go back to now I need leather gear. So then I go to a leatherer and I become a leatherer. Well, for a lot of leather equipment you do need metals, and then I become armor, and then I
because I mean I did a lot of crafting in FF14.
I've done a substantial amount here, and so I'm at this point now where like I have to min-manage my stupid inventory.
Right, and what I mean for like with Julian's like, oh, you should, they want you to only do one per. Like,
craft. It's a spiral.
Right, but like you were saying that they want you to just focus on one. It's like you can't though. Like
it's not crafting. Like you have to do everything else.
Yeah, you have
that or spend money. That or just spend every single time you have on shit.
Yeah. And I've got because of crafting, I've got a couple 100,000 gil, right? And like I'm doing okay, but if I absolutely wanted to like get more crystals and not mine for them myself and just buy them through the post, like I'd have to look for sales and like really pay attention and like get into that whole situation. So it becomes a whole nother thing.
Play the market
like,
board, and then
yeah.
and then like and then of course right now there's this right now there's this thing in for because you have to get to the freaking Heavensward content first. But right now there is this area called the Firmament, which is like going through some like rebuilding situation in the Heavensward from the main Heavensward story. Fucking cat came out of nowhere. So you're like rebuilding like this weird, like this whole like housing district area or something, which everybody assumes is going to be the new fucking housing for the Heavensward content, which we never got. But pretty much it's like they're like on phase 2 of all this building stuff, and that's where most people level their crafters, because they give you like shit and then you level up your crafter through that, so you don't have to actually go through the rigmarole of doing this and getting that. As well as like there's the gatherers also have this new place for botanists and miners and shit, where they can like go in and just fucking like get a lot of stuff and get a lot of experience for shit, and not actually have to sit there and running around the world and do all this extra stuff. And now they just added one for fishing too, where you go on a boat, you go on an ocean, you go ocean fishing, you go on a boat, you can level up from 0 to fucking 35 with very little effort.
But the question still comes up: why are they not increasing like storage? Like.
And I've done like if it's to 35 or 40, like almost all my crafting and gathering classes are to 50. Like I've put in a outrageous amount of time.
You can get to max. You can get to max on this. The only problem is that you can't get like your materials that you need for fucking like you can't like the crafting thing. You still have to get your materials to do whatever crafting, whatever the quest is to get to the new crafting thing is. You still have to gather this certain amount of things here for freaking level up gatherer. That's why I haven't really bothered, because I know at one point I just could not. I mean,
that still isn't what we were talking about, but
yeah.
And then the whole storage thing. That's why they made these things. They did this to kind of mitigate a lot of people's like storage issue,
but it
and
give
them a new way to level up. Besides like sitting there and crafting a bunch of stuff. It's new ways to get their levels leveled up without having to carry a mass amount of stuff in their inventory.
Yeah, it still doesn't solve my situation, right? Because for the long and short of it, like in this game, there are if I were playing this like RPing, and if I were putting like a bunch of like personal, emotional investment in this, I am a crafter. It's what I am. I am a hero of the hand, by and far, right? So that means that that's how I have to succeed, and part of that is making money. So what I can do now that my goldsmith is high is I can make a whole bunch of high quality, low level jewels, right? But I need inventory space to put them somewhere, and to get more materials to do that, and to get myself geared up so that I can keep leveling with my class. And then on top of that, I need a place to put all the material that I'm not using while I'm goldsmithing. And so I need more space. I'm not just trying to power level. This is what I do. I'm a crafter. So it doesn't solve. It solves a situation for most people, but it's like putting a band-aid on a gunshot.
Yeah,
like,
and I don't know why with 3 expansions they haven't like added some more storage options.
And yeah, you gotta pay, right? That's the argument,
thing,
right?
That's the argument. If you want more storage,
you can pay
and
like
you want to put effort into it, you gotta pay for it.
Yeah, you can pay like essentially a whole nother subscription fee.
Yeah.
But because a retainer can hold pretty much just the amount of as much inventory as you can.
They can, and then technically, if you fill up their sales, they can hold even more. But I mean, like for an extra $4, $6 a month to get all my
stuff.
stuff.
Well, that depends on how many. Well, it's only 2. Well, it depends on how many retainers do you want.
Yeah.
No, that's how many I need, because I just need space.
I mean,
not
so
for
it's
you, Julian.
like.
Well, I always have time for you, even when we fight. But I need space for my inventory.
I understand that, because it's like, because unfortunately I'm a fucking loot gremlin who fucking can't stop saying saying, "I'll take that. I'll take this item. Why not?"
Yeah, like I don't get why they don't have a house that like just has inventory for you, like a storage.
Or that room, the inn, like they could just add a storage chest to the inn. Like,
Yeah,
that's a thing.
something like.
Well, it's only because the inns you never really. It's never a permanent place for you. It's
So the chest moves. Like.
Yeah.
The only thing that stays permanent for the inns is technically your glamour chest.
Yeah.
Where you go in and put your you put the clothing item, you put your clothing items and armor shit that you don't really care about using, and that you want to look your best, and so you don't have to sit there and equipping glamour. Which the old way to do glamour, you had to equip like all these different kind of glamour prisms to you, which added to more shit to your inventory. But now it's like, now you have the MR thing where it's like you just use one glamour prism. Like you have 400 spaces for fucking glamour. I didn't think I could fill that shit up real quick, and I'm still constantly taking shit in and out to try and fill it up. I'm a crazy person.
So yeah, what we all want is more inventory space.
Yeah, and I just don't get why they didn't really
inventory space if I got rid of
any
half
free
of the
solution.
Half of the weapons and armor that I literally don't use.
I mean, I guess a lot of people just decide to pay.
And even the weapon thing isn't too big of a deal, because again, as a crafter, I can just desynthesize and I get something out of the weaker weapons and armor anyway. Mm-hmm. But I still need room for that inventory, for that material.
And it's that's the one thing that people still say. It's like they're doing more for crafters, but they're not fixing everything for crafters. Yeah. They're not fixing everything for crafters. They're giving them more to do and giving them something different. I mean, the fucking gatherers were given a bazooka.
I don't know what that means.
You literally have a giant. You literally get a gun now. You get like a fucking giant gun that pretty much just kills things now. If you end up getting caught up in a fight, you can't run from.
That's awesome. I want that. I'm level 52 miner and woodcutter.
I have no idea when you get it. I have no idea when or how you get it, because all I know is all the people in one of my free companies have been just ranting and raving about them. That's how ridiculous it is.
The only thing I'm really hearing here is that like I need to re-equip one of my high-level classes and then just power through Heaven's Sword and Stormbringers and get to Shadow, whatever.
Because a lot of the
Stormblood and then Shadowbringers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because a lot of the stuff from ARR is pretty much like it's helping people who are still in that, but a lot of the ARR equipment stuff, it's like mostly if you're selling anything from levels and that, you're pretty much selling it to people who don't know what they're doing with the item.
Well, and they're probably people that are starting, like. There are
plenty of people who literally I had to stop someone and
yeah, but that doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing. Like they're just trying. Like they're starting the game, so they're just getting.
But if you're starting the game, the last thing you need to do is be on the market board.
Yeah, and I will tell you that the stuff that I put up on the market board is fair. If they're like, I'll put a bunch of earrings on there for all kinds of different classes, and they'll all be high quality, and they'll be a little bit more expensive than what you would have to pay for a regular one. Just enough so that I can keep buying materials.
But fucking if they're as long as they're high quality, it's pretty much it's fair. And then even when they're high quality, fucking the person who buys that shit for you and they fucking spirit bond that shit, the fucking material is amazing. Freaking some good quality materia which you can sell and get rid of.
Oh, that's another thing is like materia like doesn't layer too well, so like one of my retainers is just chock full of materia. So, I need more inventory space.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of people stop even but the thing is, because the game literally, it's like even if you put materia on some of your the classes classes at 50, it's like you're gonna get armor and shit. It's gonna be better. Mostly, to be honest, once you hit 50, you could literally get something called Ironworks armor that essentially, if you put materia on it, you could use it for the entirety of Heaven's Sword if you wanted to.
Yeah, I have that. I have the Masterworks armor, but I go back to my crafting classes that are lower.
literally you could use it. You put material on the ironworks armor that you get from fucking using tombstones and shit, and you could literally go through, and then you do the same thing for freaking you could do the same thing for freaking Stormblood to an extent. You get the shit from being level 60. You put it on there, and you can go through most of the content with it. If you have decent material on, you can go through most of the content without ever leveling up, without ever changing out the armor. But at a certain point, you're gonna have to, because gear score is a thing, and it's like some content's like, oh, you can't do this because your item level is shit.
Yeah,
shit. Like right now, I can't do. I had to literally change. I had to like get new. I had to like sit here and mass do freaking roulettes to get these tombstone things. Get the new tombstone set up, which I could use to get better gear. But you have a weekly cap. You have a weekly cap on this shit. So you could like sit here and do all this stuff, get it. And you still have to wait. For the new shit for like a certain amount of time. So the only other way I can get better gear is either by doing the extreme gritting my teeth and doing the extreme content, or just shutting my stupid mouth up and just waiting until I can actually get the weekly tombstone cap to fall off, which is every Tuesday, and then start the whole new process all over again. Because it's taken me about 2-3 weeks since they started 5.2 to get my Gunbreaker class to at least be able to the minimal item level to do fucking extreme content for the recent shit that's come out.
That still doesn't give me more inventory space.
Well, it doesn't give you more inventory space. I'm just talking about. I thought we were done
still
talking about
not solving his problem.
My heart will never be over that. My heart will never be over that, Julian. I need inventory space. But in terms of what you're discussing, yeah, I just what I'm hearing still is that I just need to push through until I get the Shadowbringers,
and then pay money
down or whatever, or pay money. Yeah.
I mean, Shadowbringers is still not giving you more inventory space.
Yeah.
It's never gonna give you more inventory space. It's never gonna give you more
inventory.
Also,
I want my gathering gun. Give me my gathering gun.
Gathering shotgun.
By the way, I booted up Final Fantasy 14. I'm doing hunting because I just want to get my thaumaturge to level 15, and then I'm gonna go and power through.
I've already switched to Soul Calibur again.
That's fine.
But see one of the things about because that's why I hear literally there's people like if I hear everybody talk about scripts that like what the hell are you all talking about? That's the one thing that could save you time is like, and if you actually want to optimize your crafting and get more out of it, I heard that you have to buy scripts more often than that.
I'm not sure what you mean by scripts.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell script is.
See, that's the thing. I can't 100%.
You can't say what it is?
I can't. I really can't. I can't describe what it is because they explained it to me and I didn't, and it went over my head.
Is it a computer thing, like a macro, but you automatically do the crafting? Is that what you're talking about? Like a script?
No, it's literally no.
Or an in-game item.
It's an in-game thing that literally gives you that's an in-game thing.